And welcome to Out of Bounds. I am ROCKO Mannington. To the left of me is my partner, my compadre, my homeboy.
Yes, sir. Your boy Haas. You know what I'm saying?
And in the building is one of my good friends, longtime friends. Grew up with this homeboy. Should have been a future boxing champ. We'll say that. But go ahead and introduce yourself, sir.
What's going on? It's King Obi.
Pause. I know y'all watching.
Don't forget, no jaw for the NBA talk. NFL talk.
No, that's what NFL. That's what NFL talk. I'm gonna run down what we got going on today. Besides the obvious, just a couple of the topics we're gonna get into today. There's been a lot of head coaching changes in the NFL so far. We're heading into playoff weekends. First of all, what they call now super wild card weekend. Now that everybody plays super wild card weekend.
That's terrible.
Terrible. Super wild card weekend. There's only two teams get a bye this year, which is different. Which I actually like. I'm not gonna lie, I like that. But wild card weekend is upon us. We're gonna get into the picks for wild card weekend. Obviously, we're gonna talk about the best head coach in NFL opening in the best head coaching openings in the NFL right now. We're gonna get into Deshaun Watson is pissed off.
Very.
He's angry.
What do you expect though? Like, what do you expect?
He's mad. We're gonna talk about that. In the same, the Jets fire Adam Gase, which is the obvious news of the year.
Should have never had a job.
Should have never been hired. Adam Gase.
No. Shout out to Jim Caldwell.
There's shout out.
FBAs, you know what I'm saying? FBA.
And that's gonna gets into what I want to talk about actually today,
yeah.
because so the way ESPN, I'm gonna call you out, ESPN, about this shit. ESPN, the way they word stuff, right? Certain coaches they part ways with, and certain coaches are fired. Guess which one is which? We're gonna talk about that. Doug Peterson, what the fuck? Why Pandemic P gets no respect from his peers? I've been noticing a lot of disrespect towards Pandemic P. I don't know why. I mean, I know why, and I'll explain. We're gonna talk about why.
Exactly.
Doesn't live up to his potential.
Why that is. Urban Meyer is about to finesse the NFL into a head coaching job.
Bruh.
Finesse.
He gonna get it.
We gonna get it. Oh, we gonna talk about a little. Oh yeah, let's pause that.
Yeah.
We gonna talk a little baseball today. Because the Mets' new owner, Steve Cohen, billionaire Steve Cohen, just made a huge trade.
Yeah, he finessed
that. And got one of the best shortstops in the game right now. We're gonna talk about that. Yankee fans, and I'm a Yankee fan. We should be mad.
What are we doing, bro?
Fuck are we doing? Steph Curry dropped 62 in the win. Bradley Beal dropped 60 in the loss. We're gonna talk about the Knicks. What? Kyrie Irving left the Nets right before the game. No communication. We'll get into that. 76ers.
Yeah.
And then of course we're gonna talk some boxing because my boy is in the building.
We have to.
So we definitely gonna talk about some boxing. But yeah, that's what we're gonna talk about today. But before we even get started today, normally I save the bruh of the week for the end of the show, but I think I'm gonna do it right now.
It's gotta go down.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Is that all right with you? All right, cool.
So much.
All right. So, if you haven't, if you've been living under a rock, the past couple of days, you noticed that there were terrorists broke into the Capitol building yesterday or whatever day it was, 2 days ago. Why does it seem like that was so far ago? Whatever. Terrorists broke into the Capitol building. White terrorists broke into the Capitol building.
Like KKK, if you don't know what that means.
If you don't know what that means. You guys get the bruh of the century. I mean, I'm not gonna get all into the. I'm not gonna call them supporters. We're not gonna call them rioters. We're not gonna call them protesters. We're gonna call them what they are: domestic terrorists. That's what we're gonna call them. Domestic terrorists. We're gonna call them that. The whole what was see my thing, right? So I find the humor in almost anything. It's just a weird thing. I find the humor in everything, right? So what was the purpose? That's always what I want to know, right? When you always I always want to ask these people, right? Like, if I ever get past them being such scumbags and slum of the earth, right? I would just want to ask them, like, what were you hoping to accomplish yesterday?
I have no clue. I mean, everything is set in stone. And if you're considering the vote, like, what did you think you were going to do?
Definitely not change anything.
No, exactly.
Go ahead.
Go steal some documents? You going to steal a podium?
I feel it's just like they wanted to implement their power. They want to know that. They want people to know that, like, we're here. We're a force, and we're here, and we're scary. And without giving them
scary,
any punishment for it, going unpunished, is gonna show that we could do this anytime.
I mean, we're not even gonna. That is.
Come on,
bro. That's facts.
That's facts,
well,
bro.
We go in a deep dive for that.
Yeah,
that. Not to mention, police were hand in hand with them.
That's why, and that's part of what I want to kind of talk about. Not talk about, but like when I'm reiterating the point, is like these people are the people that teach your children.
Mm-hmm.
These are the people that look after your loved ones when they're sick.
Mm-hmm.
They look after you when they're sick.
Mm-hmm.
I was just telling Joe the other day, God forbid, I drop in my house, I gotta call 911. It might be one of these motherfuckers that come to my crib.
EMT.
EMTs,
Mm-hmm.
cops,
Mm-hmm.
Sir.
your doctors, your PCAs, your nurses.
Bro, this shit like Watchmen.
You know what I'm saying? It is. It's crazy. And and people and white folks don't want to admit it, but you're in a fucking cult. You're in a cult. You're in a fucking cult. You're in a fucking cult.
And it's not everybody.
It's not everybody.
But it's just it's a certain.
It's not everybody.
I would even say the demographic. It's a certain demographic of them.
But I think now, they're only exposing themselves to other white people that, this is what African American people were talking about. These are the people that make us look bad.
And I'm not even gonna say, and I understand what everybody's saying, you know what I mean, like that, they're finally seeing it, but it took this.
Yeah, because I feel like if they're not personally involved in something, they don't.
If it don't affect, if it don't affect you, you don't.
Personally, they don't care. So all the cries of police brutality, all the cries of injustice that we've been facing as black people have gone through the wind from one ear to the other until they see now for themselves, which is crazy that it has to take this for them to see. But now, Black Lives Matter protests have been going on. We have not been this violent. We have not destructed any Capitol buildings or any monuments or anything.
Bro,
like
they
that.
broke into the fucking Capitol building.
How disrespectful to America is that?
That doesn't even make sense. They were, off point, but on point. They were when I was watching the news, it said they were doing an insurrection. And I'm like, I thought insurrection was like a pay-per-view, like for wrestling. No,
it's crazy. I
didn't know that was a real one. I thought it was. I could have sworn. I mean,
that's
I'm wrestling
what it
fan.
is.
I know that was it, but
I think that's it.
But we're gonna move on because we're a sports show. We're gonna talk about sports. But before just to kind of just talk, we got to talk about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it happened.
That's a fact.
It affects our our everyday life,
Our future,
our future, our children.
families,
So
all of that.
I'm gonna just end it with this. We're gonna get right. We're gonna get talking to what we got here to talk about. I'm gonna end it with this. If any Trump supporters are listening to this podcast, suck my dick.
Shots fired.
Best head coaching positions in the NFL this season. There's been a few.
Yeah.
The Jets, the Jaguars. No, Steelers. No, Steelers. No, Steelers have a coach.
Yeah, they got a coach. Jets,
Jaguars,
Chargers.
Who
else is
well,
Jets,
Jaguars.
Houston
too. Yeah,
Houston's
Houston too.
because the defensive coordinator stepped in, who's old as hell. I don't know.
Yeah, that was Romeo Crennel, I
Yeah.
believe that was.
Yeah.
But what do you think of the head coaching and positions in the NFL right now? Which ones do you think are
the most fascinating.
the best ones? The
best
one
one?
be like, yeah, man,
Whatever.
I'm gonna take.
Whoever lands in LA with the Chargers, you like it. It's the future is bright. It's like shoot for the stars, aim for the moon. Like, and you know it's there.
Where in which?
In
In LA.
the Chargers.
Okay, with the Chargers,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
because
So,
because of they got Justin Herbert.
Herbert, like you know what I'm saying, Keenan went off this year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mike Williams, he showed up.
They got the quarterback, man. That's really and
Yeah,
once you
they
got
have
the
the
quarterback,
quarterback.
it's
And they have foundational defensive positions as well. Like you know what I'm saying, like Bosa to start off. I mean, they got
that is true.
they have a couple of. I know
But-
Ingram's a free agent. I know Hunter.
But you see what's so crazy about that Chargers job and opening is Anthony Lynn basically got fired for not winning, but
Still had a winning.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Was dealt a crazy hand. Pause when his quarterback, who Tyrod. Nobody's saying Tyrod Taylor lights it up. He's not. You know what I mean. He's
That's
not
a
that
fact.
type of quarterback.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean. So, but he was a starter. He
Mhm.
was a starter. And then he gets hurt because the doctors punctured his lungs, which is crazy. Which is
Very
a crazy
crazy.
story on its
Very
own.
crazy.
It's a crazy story on
Very
its own.
crazy.
It's just a crazy story on its own. But they fired him, which I can understand. You wanting to get another coach in there. I think he should have got another shot at that job. But we'll get into that when I talk
Yeah.
about the
Yeah.
coaching stuff. But here we go. I got the coaching vacancies this year: Detroit Lions,
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta Falcons, the New York Jets, the LA Chargers, and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah.
So you said LA. You think LA is the best
Yeah,
the
it's
best
spot
destination.
as far as head coach vacancy. I mean, I think the least has to be the New York Jets. It has to be because you don't know where the GM is going to go. The front office is a problem. You know what I'm saying? Who's it? Isaac?
No, it's Douglas. I forget his fucking first name. I forget his first name. They don't have Isaac no more though.
Okay.
He was trash.
So, yeah, he was trash. But whoever is there now, he's trash as well because the Jets have mad money.
I know. They basically all right, so before I get even to that, I'm gonna say the best head coaching vacancy to me right now. I would have to go with the Jaguars, man.
Really?
Yeah. Listen, I ain't gonna. If it depends on what you do with the number one pick.
You know what they're gonna do.
I know what they. I know what they gonna do. But it's the most attractive job because you have the chance to you basically you're gonna go to a job, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the Jacksonville Jaguars. They don't expect you to win right now. So that's one.
Okay.
So that means you got time, which most coaches don't have time.
True.
So you're gonna have time to develop whoever you pick or whatever you do with the number one pick in the draft.
True.
Which if I was just as me, Rocco Mannington was the coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Mm-hmm.
I would trade the number 1 pick to get Deshaun Watson. But that's a different story. That's what I would do. But that's a different story. So you got the number 1 pick. You get it. You get your quarterback. You got about like 5 years to build up your team before any. You know what I'm saying? Before any real heat starts to happen.
But does the average coach have 5 years? You know what I'm saying?
No, but
Okay.
the average coach that would take a job like this would get closer. He would get closer to 5 years than a person that took the Chargers job and failed, because they already know Justin Herbert's a good quarterback.
Yeah, that's true.
So now if somebody comes in, if someone now the next head coach of the Chargers comes in there and Justin Herbert
He's going to have less leeway than in Jacksonville.
right. You know what I'm saying? So it's a catch-22. So that's why I feel like that the Jacksonville Jaguars job is a much more attractive job to me. I think so. More longevity.
Okay. All right. You know what? And then I'm gonna back that because they're definitely gonna pick the Great White Hope. What's his name?
The Great White Hope.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we gotta talk about that before we even move on. The Great White Hope got his ass kicked.
Oh, he got his ass.
He got his ass kicked in the college football playoff. And you know what's crazy about that? Justin Fields basically outplayed the Great White Hope.
While he was hurt.
And destroyed Clemson's whole defense. And you know he moved down in the mock draft?
What did he move down to, like 10?
15!
Oh, my God.
Oh, shit.
Why?
They be wildin', man.
Stupid.
They be wildin'.
Bro,
Damn, be easy at the door. Can somebody get the door?
That's the door?
Yeah.
Oh,
my bad. Yeah. My bad. They moved him down to 15. He's supposed they projected him to get picked by the Patriots.
All right, man.
So the guy that outplays the Great White Hope moves down in the draft. But whatever.
Yeah. Y'all know what that is, man. Y'all know what that is.
That's terrible.
Anyway, moving on. We're gonna go to Matt. Well, we're gonna keep talking about these firings in the NFL. The bro Be Easy just pulled up. His Steelers play this weekend. We're gonna talk about that. Obviously, he got the hat on. He gets me tight. Pause. So as far as the NFL head coaching openings, the Jets fired Adam Gase, which we saw. He was I believe 9-23 in 2 years. But shout out to ESPN though. ESPN is allowing all of a sudden their more blacker personalities to talk a little more freely than than normal. Shout out to them. But when and shout out to them for for doing the whole we're sensitive to racial sensitivity and all this other stuff like that. Shout out to them. But then they put out press releases. Well, the way they word their press releases, as opposed to when it comes to the firings, is so crazy because Adam Gase, who went 9-23 in 2 seasons, and should never have a job doing anything remotely close to coaching the fucking football team. They said part ways. Doug Marrone of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Part ways.
He went, I believe, 23-32, if I'm remembering correctly. Part ways. That's a respectable part way. Anthony Lynn, black man, coach of the Chargers, 33-31. Look it up. I think I'm right about that. 33-31.
You are definitely right.
Fired. You know what I mean? Like, and then they wonder why people talk the way they talk and people feel the way they feel. So I just want to shout out to ESPN for that because I think that's just crazy. How Part ways and fired are basically are the same fucking thing. Number one.
It is.
Oh, hold on. Hold on. You on which one? There you go. There you go. Be easy.
All right, cool. In the building, let's go. Be easy here. I'm sorry I'm late, but yeah, I'm hitting. Yeah, but parting ways is more or less a nicer, more respectable way of being let go. You know, it's like it's like working. Like you've been let go, or you've been fired.
Bro, you've been fired. Fired is fired. You don't, bro.
Baseball, like the manager coming out and like.
Word.
Nah, I'm not. If I'm the GM or the owner of a team, and my team went 9-23 in three fucking seasons, that's not part ways, bro. You got fucking fired. Okay, there's no fucking part ways about it. All right, there's no fucking. We're not parting ways, bro.
That should have been like they changed the code in the door and then never spoke to me again.
Give us your fucking key card, nigga. Like you're done, bro. Get out of here.
Card, that shit didn't work.
Word, like get the fuck out of here, bro.
You didn't even get an email or nothing.
Change your work passwords and all that, nigga. Like get out of here.
And you can't use the company email address no more.
Nah, change that shit, bro. 9-23 and part ways, but a dude that went 33-31,
winning record.
It's a winning.
Come on, man, that shit's crazy. And that
should be more of a coach's step down.
You part ways with somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe he didn't fit what you what you wanted to do with the quarterback. Okay, cool. You part ways with somebody like that.
But you heard what Herbert said about him, though, right?
No, I did not.
It's nothing but praise.
Yeah, I know, bro. I know it was nothing that he did. It's the black gender. It's always the black gender.
That's terrible.
Very
Completely
terrible.
But yeah, it is what I don't know. I just wanted to shout out ESPN for that because that was kind of crazy.
We see you.
Yeah, we see you. Oh yeah. Deshaun Watson,
man,
is upset.
Rightfully so.
He's angry.
What's that? Who sings that song? Drake.
What song?
I'm upset.
I don't know.
Factory.
Oh, Drake's haircut's trash. I don't know why you just brought that up. But I don't know. But I saw it on Instagram. I don't know if it's real. If it's real, y'all can let me know. If it's not, it's not. But it's trash. Whatever.
Parody.
But thank you, bro.
No, that was fake. Yeah, what he's doing is fake. He's doing the whole like story thing. You gotta follow it. Or whatever.
But I see where you're going with that. It is wild.
It is wild. Yeah.
Very wild. You ain't got an EpiPen?
Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson is upset. They hired the Houston Texans. They fired Bill O'Brien, their coach / GM, which I never understand why you give somebody that much power in your organization to be a coach and a GM. You should never do that. But whatever. Bill O'Brien, and that goes into a whole thing where there's a long list of just these Bill Belichick like cast-offs that just don't do anything when they get head coaching positions, which is crazy. Just because you coach with Bill Belichick, they think you're like the smartest dude in the world, and you're not, bro.
Exception of Flores.
Yeah, Brian Flores and you only say that because you're a fucking. How you make the playoffs?
We had a good record.
No, y'all played yourself right out of the playoffs, motherfucker. I'm gonna impress you about that right after this. But like, so they fired they fired Bill O'Brien. They hired a new GM. But their best player and their highest paid player and one of the top players in the NFL was not consulted about that. And he's angry.
And you know, it's a shame because they won't even let him in the room.
That's crazy.
So, like you just said, your best player, your highest paid player, something that wasn't going to be said, well, wasn't said, but is known that he's your most important player. The person who's supposed to change the culture, supposed to lead the team into success. Y'all not letting him in the room.
They're not even consulting with them.
Exactly. You can't give a brother a text,
which is the crazy part.
You can't conference call him. Everybody got Zoom. Come on.
I think that just goes into, is that disrespectful though?
I think
to your star player. I mean, it's always
if
that.
It's your star player,
Yeah.
then most definitely.
Is that disrespectful to your star player to not consult him about the next person that's going to be hiring the head coach of the team?
You should be getting them ready, like
No
pause, like
LeBron's
mentally.
involved in all deals going on with any team he's in. So
Yeah.
for all sports, it should be like that.
For the right reason.
Same
For the right
token,
reason.
It's a cold reminder. This is business.
Right.
Cold reminder. This is business. Don't I think for a second otherwise.
Right. So it's not looking good. Apparently he's been talking about wanting out Raiders. Raiders.
But
he's wanting to get out of apparently he wants out of Houston. So what's the market like? What do you guys think the market is for a guy like Deshaun Watson?
What's the remaining on his contract?
He just signed a pretty big contract.
Oops.
For like it was like
Hold on, I'll get
for
that for
I
you
think
right
it was $35 million a year or something like that.
But
Like
we
they
talking about
broke
2
down.
more years, 3 more years left on his contract.
No, I believe he just signed this
No,
contract
he
like
just
last
signed
year.
it because Dak was going to sign something later on after that, but he got hurt.
Oh, so you gotta go full 4 or 5
Yeah,
years.
his contract he just signed that. He just re-upped last year.
Mm-hmm.
Steelers ain't what he's out of Steelers.
So like he kind of set the
We don't
bar
do
for
that.
Dak, and but he got paid.
Tick for Dak.
Yeah, nah, he got 4 years. He got 4 years, 156 on that.
But see, this is my thing. He wanted I don't know how to say this brother's last name.
Bieniemy?
Bieniemy. And Houston's just like, nah. But like, why?
Oh, I know, right?
Like, why? He's saying like, yo, come on, like, bring him to H-Town.
And they hired somebody from the Patriots organization, which is just like, come on, man.
Like,
you
come
already
on.
did that,
I
bro.
thought they were probably possibly going to do one of the college pickups.
Listen, even if you bring Urban in,
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
for what? For what? Yeah, you're successful at the college level, but come on, we're not going to let that be the bar, are we?
I just don't understand what the NFL's obsession with people where they think like just because you coached near Bill Belichick that you are some sort of like
Mad
football
genius.
guru. No, he's the football guru.
Yeah.
You just around
Everybody else is below him.
You're just around when he's doing, fire shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't really do much. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not the genius. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. All these guys, Matt Patricia on the fucking Lions, the dude with that has the pencil in his ear for a laminated play sheet. I don't know. Whatever. What the fuck ever, bro. Whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like all these dudes, like why? Like what do you like? What is? I never understood the NFL's obsession with guys that are around Bill Belichick. It's insane.
Makes no sense.
It never made any sense to me.
In all actuality, don't the plays actually come from the offensive coordinator or the defensive coordinator?
They do.
So therefore,
They do.
why is Eric not a consideration?
Who Bieniemy? Well, apparently he's on a lot of apparently he's up for a lot of coaching jobs this year, but he should have been a coach like 2 years ago.
That's a
You
fact.
know what I'm saying? And it's
But he knows what he got in Kansas City, so you might as well get another because they're going to the chip.
yeah, no, and what's crazy is you're the offensive coordinator of probably the greatest quarterback that at least I've ever seen play football, and like you don't get a head coaching job. You won a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
It's a little weird.
a little
A
weird.
little weird. But I know why.
Sus.
No, it's no sus. It's the
No
color of
sus?
his skin.
Yeah,
That's why.
No surprise there.
shots fired.
It's always the color of his skin.
No surprise
We're gonna shift gears a little bit. My boy is here, Obi. We're gonna talk about some boxing though. We're gonna talk a little bit of boxing. Fight. When did that fight happen? That was last week.
Saturday.
Last Saturday.
Yeah.
Ryan Garcia. Who did he knock out?
What's this guy's name?
What the fuck was that dude's name?
He
Nobody
wasn't
even
an
knows his
Irish
fucking
man, right?
name.
Nah, he's
What do you
from
fucking
the
name?
UK.
Hold on.
That's the problem with
I mean,
boxing
the
nowadays.
UK's Ireland.
That is the problem with boxing
he's from,
nowadays.
England.
Hold on.
Some
I
George.
don't remember his name. Nah.
King George.
Nobody remembers this nigga's name. I don't remember this nigga's
Man, I
name.
gotta break
Whoever.
it.
He knocked out somebody. But he got knocked out too, though. I mean, didn't he not?
No, he got knocked down.
Luke Campbell is his name.
Luke Campbell, that's his name. Yeah.
Oh, Uncle
He was a
Luke?
gold medalist. A gold winner. You said what?
Uncle Luke.
Uncle Luke.
Don't stop.
Uncle Luke.
No, but he's no slouch though. You know, so that was a.
So what?
real
So what's
test.
what's your analysis on this Ryan Garcia? I've seen some videos of him. He's the one that does like he punching niggas in the
Yeah.
stomach.
Yeah.
He punched a nigga in the stomach and he won. So
That's all play.
that's
all
kind of
play,
crazy, but
he's good. He's a good young up and coming fighter. Strong, but he has no defense. That's why he got knocked down like that. His defense is sus.
Nah, his eyes said like, "Oh shit, this is the real deal."
No, he handled that knockdown.
No, he handled it well.
But if that's Tank Davis, that did that, nah, he's not.
didn't he call out Tank?
And he's calling Tank out. You're not ready for Tank.
Javante is another
Like I
level.
like both these young fighters, but you're not ready for Tank. Tank is a grown man, and he's
Tank beat the dog shit out that other dude.
yeah, Leo Santa Cruz.
There you go. Man, he fucked him up.
You heard the key word he said though. He said grown man. You know what I'm saying?
Grown ass man. And
Naming you a boy.
yeah, he said he looked like a boy.
Damn. Okay. I mean, but to win a fight on a damn, I can't even say it. This sounds crazy. A body shot. Pause. It's kind of crazy, right? No, like you don't really see those. When somebody
Yeah,
goes,
that's very
and he's
rare.
just,
That was
The most
very-
famous is one that knocked out De La Hoya, probably.
oh yeah.
Not how he was like that.
Word.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Listen, there was no other way anybody was going to knock him out at that time. In his career, there was no other way.
They say like Mexican fighters are very like tough, and like in order to stop them, you got to hit them to the body.
I had a racist joke for that, but I'm not gonna say it. Oh, you need to go closer to the mic. Pause. There you go. So yeah, so this guy, so Ryan Garcia, is he like the next? I mean, who's the next guy in boxing? Because
Right.
hold on, because I'm gonna ask you, I'm gonna ask you because we just watched two 90-year-olds box like 2 weeks, a few months ago.
You got more money.
And they got more money. Word, they got more money than
That's a fact.
you know what I'm saying. The boxing's ever seen in a long time.
One of them
So
was in
Since
Russia
they
getting
ever-
knocked out.
Right?
Couldn't catch him.
Roy.
Had to be
Yeah.
quicker than that. Couldn't catch him. You tried to
so
catch him.
so who like besides? All right, so at least I know what I think is the next big fight that I would like to see: Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury.
I would like to see that. But like who?
Wait,
what?
so are we talking about Tyson Fury controversy with his gloves?
Oh man, are
No,
we
no,
going?
no,
We
we're
going
gonna
there?
talk about
We
it.
could go there.
We're gonna talk about it.
We can go there.
Shots fired.
We can go there. Go ahead.
Because listen, I'm a boxer and I box professional boxing and I have big hands myself. So there's
Pause
no way
that,
you're gonna
pause
tell me that the gloves are gonna be flopping the way they were flopping in his gloves. So, in my opinion and other pros' opinions, like he definitely either had something in his glove or he didn't have his glove.
There's less padding around the wrist area where the tape is at. Which
It was
say
looking.
where his hand
It
was.
looked kind of
Yeah.
crazy. I'm
You
not
know
gonna
what I
lie.
mean? So
It looked
with
crazy,
definitely
and
less
like I'm not
padding,
saying
but-
he did it for sure, because like you're not gonna know, but it is sus.
Listen,
Same token, he got hit with him. You couldn't move out the way of none of them, bro.
I'm cool with it. Listen. My only thing is don't make the excuse that. Listen, I'm cool with all that,
Listen,
bro.
I'm not
Don't make
making
the
no
no.
excuses for Wilder.
Listen, my thing was Wilder's excuse was that the suit weighed him down before he got into the fight. Come on, man, don't do that.
Listen,
That's my thing. Don't do that, bro.
Everybody
As
tell you
someone
where that
who's
country
never
fucking
lost-
Ain't nobody
shit
doing that.
anyway.
Don't do
as
that.
someone who's never lost before and never tasted defeat, you're gonna come up with
I mean, you got
different
to.
scenarios.
Yeah,
and
I
he
get
kept
it.
quiet for a while, so he didn't
Yeah,
just come
no,
out
I
and
know.
say, "Oh no, it was my suit." He kept quiet for a while, and he thought about it, and he's like,
You
yeah,
think they should
maybe
fight
it was
again?
my suit, was too heavy. He's not trying to like go crazy with excuses, but when people came up with the idea of, listen, his gloves look weird in that fight, that's when it brought to his attention. Like, wait a minute, let me look back at it, and his gloves do look crazy. You know?
You think
I've definitely seen that.
you think what do you think about the you think this should be more personality in boxing? What do you think about the Jake Paul character?
All right, listen. Listen to me well. I like it. I feel like
Do you think?
doesn't-
Hold on. Do you
Even
think
better
that's
when
what?
they get knocked out.
Do you think that's what boxing is kind of missing? Now, I'm not saying that he's even the greatest boxer. He's even a great boxer. But I'm talking about like flair and like personality. You know what I'm saying? Like, is that's what is lacking? Because I feel like that's what it used to be,
And
kind of.
I hate that a lot of boxing fans, because I'm in a lot of like boxing groups on Facebook. I hate like how a lot of boxing fans, they hate it, they talk shit about it, and same thing with Floyd. All it does is bring more fans. It brings his fans, to boxing, and that cannot hurt. That doesn't hurt.
Entertainment sells.
Right.
And it sells, and that's what boxing is. People are not realizing that professional sports is a business.
Entertainment.
Yeah.
Before anything, it's
Before
a
anything,
business.
yeah.
If it makes sense, then it makes dollars.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
No,
that's
true.
a fact. And a lot of people don't understand that. They're like, oh no, but why he don't fight him, and why he don't listen? If it don't make dollars, it doesn't make sense. And that's on, I learned that, the hard way. You know what I mean? So Jake Paul is bringing money into the sport. He's bringing his fans. He's bringing attention, and which is what the sport needs. It doesn't hurt the sport at all.
And what before you go any further, what was he like? What is it? Can we call him a YouTuber?
He's a YouTuber.
Yeah, he's a
Okay.
YouTuber.
So with that being said, like you said, he brought he's bringing his following.
Yes.
It's quite a large following.
Yeah, it
because
is.
he made his name off of YouTube, and that's not
And
like
there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Absolutely nothing wrong with that. And I feel like people are just like,
Kimbo
oh, well,
sliced it.
why did he have it so easy
Oh,
and I
man.
didn't have it easy?
Yeah, but see, Kimmel Slice got finessed by by Dana White, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dana
finesse,
White
but-
is a finesser.
He's a finesse.
But you
man.
know what?
Those
Kimbo was a
UFC
little
fighters
bit.
should be getting paid way more than they're getting paid. That's why they transferred to boxing.
We're gonna talk about UFC at some
Yeah.
point later on. But
Yeah.
UFC is a
And
different.
kind
that
of
shit-
exposed that.
That just,
Conor
that, just,
got-
that gives
Conor
opportunity.
got
for others.
$100 million for one boxing match.
We got we
on,
got a show. I think our next show is the show right before the UFC fight. So we're gonna do a show about that.
Okay.
Conor McGregor and Poirier
Okay.
too. But we're gonna talk about that later. Yeah, I do. I like you said. I think it is good for the sport. I do. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. When I was younger, there was a lot of there were more personalities in boxing. Like you could point out more
The 80s and
more
90s,
people.
definitely.
You know what I'm
Tyson
saying?
was
Like
definitely a personality.
that's what I'm saying.
I
Like
think a lot of
Tyson,
Sugar
like
Ray, Ali
Sugar
started
Ray,
that.
Holyfield. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like you
Yeah,
could
Ali
point out these
started that,
dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
like
was
there was more
Tommy Hearns.
character. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Floyd Mayweather is a character.
Mayweather. Yeah, like it
Oh,
just
yeah.
feel like
Like it,
Let's not
you know,
forget about
Roy.
Zab.
Zab Judah. Yeah,
Wow.
like it was.
Roy
It,
Jones,
Zab
yeah.
Judah.
Roy Jones. Yeah, Roy. Like it was just more
Prince Nassim.
recognizable.
Nassim, yeah.
Nassim,
It was just more recognizable, more names and stuff back then, man. And I feel like they had more personality.
Everybody wants to be humble
because
now.
of that.
Everybody wants to be.
Nah, I don't like that though.
It doesn't.
Do you think
that's
it's humble, or they just scared, like to call
No, they're
out?
not scared. Like they want to be humble because they don't want fans to turn on them. That's why. And
At some point,
especially
you
if
gotta
they
be the mean
lose
guy.
now.
Oh, you know who I like
They get
too?
talked about.
Pause right now. Them Charlo cats.
The twins,
Bro,
right?
those are
Them
my
dudes,
dudes.
those
Yo,
are my
the
dudes,
twins
man.
was
nice.
Cats, yeah. Them cats
Because
nice,
I like
bro.
them. You know,
Uh,
they black and proud, and they're not keeping.
I
their
saw
mouth
them
shut.
motherfuckers fight front row in the Barclays
you went
like
to that
2
fight?
years ago.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
wow,
yeah,
he
yeah.
knocked out some dude, bro. As soon as I got there,
They
that shit
have-
was crazy.
They have power. But you know what's crazy?
Them postseason of boxing fights. Is different,
That shit
bro.
was crazy,
It's
right?
not like how you see on TV when you hear them leather gloves hit, bro. And that sweat pop off.
That was actually who? It was Bronner. It was Bronner. That was the Bronner
On the
fight that
Bronner card
night.
where he lost.
Yeah, that card. Yeah,
Yeah, he don't
Yeah.
take it serious, and a lot of people are giving him.
I got
What
a
the
whole.
fuck is
about it.
wrong with AB, bro?
You know what it is? He got to the Mayweather level of fame,
Fame,
like,
yeah.
but not money, but fame.
Yeah. Total
and
difference.
He
I
didn't know how
get
to
you.
handle it. He don't know how to handle it. He felt like, all right, let me keep the persona going,
AB is
even when
mini.
I'm not boxing.
He want to
So,
be mini Mayweather.
all right. So let's say,
His
because
coon, he
would
can't
you
out
say
coon Mayweather.
Gervonta is in that position right now that Bronner was in with Mayweather?
Gervonta is
Excuse me if I pronounce that wrong.
no. Gervonta is he's not quite like boisterous as AB.
No, yeah, I get
But-
that, but I'm saying as far as position wise, like with that
Yeah,
fame,
yeah.
not the
Because-
money,
and Mayweather
but the fame.
elevated him
Yeah.
definitely.
So AB was there. Like, was it just
But
the
see-
country coonery that just didn't allow him to?
Wait, I have a serious question.
Now he's from the Midwest too. Like
I got a serious question.
Yeah, that's coonery over
I
there.
got a serious question. Does he really think he can out-coon Floyd Mayweather, though?
it's not cool. Floyd Mayweather's not cool. Hold on.
Oh,
Time
my
out.
God.
Hey,
Nah,
OB.
you're not gonna talk about Floyd when I'm here. No, Floyd
Bro,
Mayweather.
I love Floyd Mayweather.
pioneer.
I love
too.
Floyd Mayweather is the coon king.
Okay, why do you
His
say
coon,
that?
that man's coon level is at a level. He's at Super Saiyan God coon levels, bro.
Explain.
His level of coon can never be reached.
Yeah.
It's unimagimagineable levels of coon.
So if he was
that
in
Floyd
Dragon Ball
Mayweather-
Super,
Yeah,
he
it'd
still
be-
wouldn't
I'm
be
curious
reached.
to the how so.
Yeah, it'd be
curious.
unattainable levels of coon. I mean, do we really got to do this?
Simple.
What he did,
Couple
what
of
he
things,
did.
just a
Come on.
couple of
Listen, and I'm all for the coonery antics. I'm not saying I'm not for it. That's not what I'm saying. I love the coonery antics.
Okay.
I'm just
Yeah, we
saying.
here.
I'm just saying. You got to be coon. You got to back it up. Pause. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he does.
Backs it up.
But AB tries to out coon Mayweather and then
Okay, so
can't
now
back
I
it up.
need an explanation on what you call coon. Like, what constitutes coon in Mayweather's persona? Like, where do you see
So
what? Because of the way he acts.
Listen, there's a way you act. There's a way you act, and there's a way you act that's that's coonish.
Now you can't.
do. There's things you do.
You can't fault him for being ghetto.
There's
Though.
things you do. Listen, and
Well,
listen,
no, yeah, you're right. You can't
he's
fall
from
for that.
Grand
you can
Rapids.
always
can't
fault
fault-
somebody for being ghetto.
No,
Yes,
no,
you
no,
can.
no,
Can
no,
you?
No,
Yes,
no.
you can.
He's
mean-
listen. He's from Grand Rapids.
Listen,
Michigan.
and I'm from, and we all from the ghetto. I'm not
Okay,
saying, I'm
and we
not
from
saying,
Park
yeah.
Hill.
I'm not saying that.
And
I'm,
what's different? Like,
I'm not saying,
No. Yeah.
I'm not saying that, bro. Are you kidding me? Are you shitting me right now? I'm sitting here talking, bro. If I was a fucking professional fighter at his age, I'd be cooning all over the fucking place, nigga. If I had fucking money like that. Are you kidding me? So I'm not sitting here. I'm not shitting on him for fucking cooning. I'm just saying he's fucking cooning. I'd be
I
cooning
don't
all
call
over
it-
the place,
I guess-
nigga.
I guess-
I wear fucking gators to the
could say-
gator trunks to the ring too,
say
nigga. I wear
buffoonery.
diamonds on my trunks too, bro. That's cool shit.
I might
nigga.
wear them to the
Come
corner
on,
store
bro.
to get
I'm
a
gonna
bacon,
I'm gonna
egg,
come
and
to the
cheese.
ring with a chalice,
No
bro.
problem.
I'm doing all that shit, nigga.
I would say coonery is
talking
coming
about?
in with like MAGA shorts.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
how I would consider coonery.
Yeah.
I think it definitely goes towards
Now the definition of
Yeah.
coonery
I mean, no,
has changed.
that's
Well, now
always
it's
been the
changed.
definition of
Now
coonery.
it's-
Wait.
That's
No,
coonery has
wait,
always
wait.
been
The
parallel
politically
with Uncle
correct
Tom.
version of coonery is yes, the Magna shorts and
Yeah,
stuff.
come
But
on.
it's just like how you know what I'm saying
Trump
there's
supporting.
other exactly. It's just like how we use other terms which
Yeah, I'm just
the-
saying he's being a
we
nigga.
defy the
Okay, I'm
definition.
just saying he's being a
That's
nigga.
it.
All right, that's all I'm trying to say.
and we
Get out,
applauded him
nigga
low
him.
key.
All right,
We applauded him low
Listen,
key.
because Floyd.
All right.
Listen, Floyd's a genius. He realizes that.
Oh,
Marketing,
yes.
marketing.
He realize it's a marketing scheme. That's all it is.
But I'm not disputing. Did you not hear what I said?
I think I get it.
I would be
think
cooning
it now.
all
I
over
think
the
I
place.
get- I think I get it now. I think more or less what you would like to see from him is something that the youth can look forward to achieving.
Right. Yes.
Instead
yes.
of it looking to be an ignorant person.
Right.
Once you
Understand
That's
me,
what I mean.
but it doesn't
that's
make sense
in terms.
as
That's
far
in
as
terms of what I'm
money.
talking about.
Well, no, the reading part.
I'm not talking about reading,
No,
man.
no,
That's funny. That's funny to me.
I'ma say
That's
that
funny to me. I don't care. That's funny to me.
Nah, that's not funny.
Yeah,
He can read.
That
He
part-
can read.
No,
he
he
can
can't.
read. He
Nah,
can
bro.
read.
Some people are shy reading out loud in front of people. I get that. You know, we all been to school. There's a lot of people didn't want to be at the front of the class reading.
When you get called, and you're not even
Nobody
paying.
wanted to stand
You're
up.
not even paying attention to
Listen,
fucking
man.
reading. And you're like, huh?
Listen, man, Gucci Man went in front of a whole classroom, fat Gucci Man, and he read to them kids.
Murray had a little lamp.
You know what I'm saying? Probably told about a Boulder Crest fairy tale. But at the same time, the kids could relate.
But the same token, if anything, Mayweather should be teaching people how to master their craft. And once you master your craft, be
And that's
comfortable
what he's doing.
in who you are.
That's
Yeah,
what
no,
he's
I
doing.
love Mayweather, man. I'll just be playing around. I mean, listen, if you
Hey,
act like a
Floyd.
nigga, you act like a nigga. I'm not faulting him. I would have done the same shit. No.
It's buffoonery.
Don't give me money. Don't give me money at that age.
I
You know
I mean,
what,
I got
for the-
kids
for
now.
the
I'm
better
a little more
coin,
reserved, but don't give me money at
You
that
call
age.
it
It's not
buffoonery.
buffoonery.
I call it marketing.
Hey,
And
Yeah.
Either way,
smart
Either way.
business handling, because he realizes that America doesn't want to see a smart black man doing what he's doing.
I don't want to see
wanna
black people doing
the community
anything.
does.
The community does, yes.
You know, it's not just. It's not.
You know, but
they
he
don't
made
wanna
his
see-
money and he's giving back as far as putting
He has.
other youth
He has.
in in the position where he is.
Yeah.
I would love to see or have access to read or hear more about that because you don't hear about that about Floyd. And the first thing
know?
you ask anybody is just
A lot of
like,
times you
how
shouldn't
many?
have
Oh yeah,
how
but I
many-
know.
A
You
lot of
already-
people put it on Front Street.
Yeah, but if you gotta
That's
look,
the
you gotta,
problem.
I
a
know,
lot
you
of
gotta
people
look
put it
for
on
that stuff,
Front
though.
Street.
You know,
That's part
yeah,
of
no, I
it.
know.
It gives back to the community.
No, I
gives
know.
back to
I,
our
obviously, I
community.
know.
But you
And-
know what? Yeah, a lot of times you shouldn't have to ask that, but at the same time, information ain't
I'm
free.
just saying, I'm
We don't
all
share
for
information
the
amongst our people.
buffoonery
And
and
we
the
are.
coonery.
King
That's it.
Floyd.
But at the end of the day,
King
he
Floyd.
was able to.
Walk around.
If you
black
could
nigga, no jewelry.
if I could fucking be if I could fucking walk into UFC and be cooned out and still win all my fights, I'm doing it.
Listen,
Okay, I'm
that's
doing
what
it.
you got to do. Listen,
It's
but you're
interesting
not saying
sign you
anything
on the
about Conor
school
McGregor
corner,
doing it.
Yeah, he's just not
Oh,
as
yeah,
high as
that's a
he's
great
just not as
point.
high
That's
as
a great
what you
point.
call it.
That's a
You're not
great-
saying anything about Conor McGregor doing it.
Conor McGregor is ultra coon. He's just not as
Okay.
high as he's just not.
No,
Yeah,
he's
he's
on
not
the
on
same
that level.
He's
His-
on the same
he
level.
took
His
it back
coon
a
is like-
whole lot. He
his-
took it back pause a whole lot, my
His
nigga.
coon his coon. No,
He
he's
turned down the dial, bro.
his coon is up there. He's just not.
Yeah.
He just hasn't reached. You know why I don't disrespect his coon? Because he loses. You got to win. You gotta win. You can't. Yeah, you gotta win. That's how I respect it. You gotta win. I'm sorry. If you don't lose, you lose. You
I
lose.
think it more.
And I love Conor
it's more of
McGregor.
entertainment
I love
value
Conor
when you
McGregor
lose.
too.
I love him, but you gotta lose.
I think it makes more of an entertainment
It does,
value
but
to
you
lose.
But you know what's funny?
you have a point. You have a point. You have a point because everybody is tuned in to see you lose. I get that, but you still gotta win though. You still
But-
gotta
No,
win.
he wins
But
majority. though.
during
No,
him
yeah,
and
no, of
Floyd,
course he does. Of course he does.
during him and Floyd's fight, they both won.
They did.
They both won.
Oh, yeah.
did.
They
They
both
got
won financial
$100
victories.
million.
Whatever. We gonna move on.
$100 million.
And now
with
what
the
has he
most-
got? What's
most
Connor's
unique way I've ever seen
Connor's
anybody box
whiskey?
in my life.
What's that called?
Irish
Proper number 12.
Proper number 12.
Number 12.
But you know how much he got the most from UFC? Like $5 million.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, because Dana White's a dickhead.
But you said it.
Uh,
You
Getting
said
his
it
nose
earlier.
broken in, taking more of a risk.
Wild PTSD from getting
Um,
kicked in the
Exactly.
head.
You see their ears?
Bruh, cauliflower shit.
Come on, man. I don't like cauliflower.
before.
You never seen nobody in boxing catch cauliflower.
Come
Yo,
on.
the vegan cauliflower is kind of
Because
good
it's a
though.
real,
I ain't
I'm not
gonna
gonna say it's a real sport.
Shout out
And
Bodega.
I love
UFC's
UFC.
not, but I mean, come on, man.
Listen,
These dudes retire at like 28.
all I'm saying is, we need more personality in boxing. I love coonery, and we gonna move on. Doug Peterson, you cost me almost $500.
Bro. FanDuel, you gotta do something about Doug. Bro.
They did though. They actually but of course legalize fucking sports betting in New York. You fucking pussies. God
Stop
damn.
making me
Stop
go
making
to
me have to
Bayonne.
go to the fucking bridge.
Bridge.
First of all, y'all going because your wife want to go to Walmart too. Cut it out.
Right?
Yo,
Right.
Yeah, but that's not the point.
My wife
I
go
want
to
to go
Costco
just to
too.
go bet.
Listen,
Nigga.
I
What
love
the
it.
fuck? Like,
Now while she's taking
I
the
love
time shopping, you have literally something else better to do.
but when she don't want to
but when she don't want to go, then what I'm gonna do?
I gotta
What
walk
woman
across the
don't
bridge.
ever want to go to Walmart?
That's true.
Right?
You're right.
Offer it.
You're right.
Put it out there.
I tried.
Get
You're right.
some,
I tried.
But does Doug Peterson?
That's a password. My wife doesn't want to go to Walmart. So I activated somebody's code just then.
Does Doug
She's
Peterson?
listening
Does
too,
Doug
man.
Peterson owe the Giants or anybody an explanation for what he did, except for me because he cost me $500? By putting in.
I don't
Nate
think he owes the
Sudfeld.
Giants an apology.
If anybody hurts,
Yeah. Boom.
anybody.
That's
Does he
fucking
owe his
sick.
team? That's another question. Does he owe his
Not the-
team?
yeah, I'm gonna name
Because
the players.
apparently his team didn't know shit about what he was finna do.
I'm gonna name the players.
Which is kind of sketchy.
Hurts is number 1. Zach Ertz is number 2.
Wait, they got.
D-Jack.
No, I'm not gonna say that.
You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
I mean, what's his name? Cox was out. Pause.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
I know the jaw's closed on football, but
Yeah.
goddamn.
That was crazy.
COX.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? COX.
not your
He was
fault,
out. You know what I mean? Like, I forget the linebacker. I think his name is Hughes, number 55. Nobody goes to practice Monday through Friday, whatever it is. Whether
Now
it's no contact.
he sat out a lot of the starters.
He did.
I mean,
He did. And I get it. If they're on contract, okay, cool. You sit them down because you ain't got no space to make no moves in the next 3 years because you're playing Carson so much money. But, you know what I'm saying?
I think what everybody else's issue, and at least what I could see being an issue, was if you were gonna go that route, you should have started Nate Sudfeld or whatever the fuck. That's his name, right? Sudfeld, Sudfeld, whatever. Sudfeld. Isn't Sudfeld like a? Isn't Sudafed like a?
Sudafed.
Isn't that a medicine?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Su.
But he ain't curing nothing that game.
Yo, bro, he came in the game.
Trash.
He fumbled the ball on his first snap. They threw a pick or like his next. Yo, it was horrible.
Nobody ever thought about doing that.
It was horrible. But the Giants coach was extra pissed about that because they need the Giants.
Should have won more games though.
They definitely should have won more games for sure. The Giants.
I mean, it was good the way they turned it around. It was very entertaining. Pause.
Yeah. I mean, but do you think? So you don't think he owes anybody an explanation? But his team.
Philly an explanation.
But his team. Is that a fireable offense?
It can be very much so. Very much so. But same token, he did.
Apparently, he was doing it for a much better draft position, knowing that they weren't going to the playoffs, knowing that they weren't gonna. The game didn't mean anything.
Man, that bullshit, bro.
Fuck you, Doug Peterson. You owe me $500.
That's
you
a
bastard.
fact. Just leave it at that.
Fuck you,
bro.
man.
Sportsbook, man, y'all should.
Nah, sportsbook they do
on.
they do right. They did right. They I don't know what they did because I gotta go over the fucking jersey to find out. But they did they did so.
Not for nothing though. The Giants they did do their part as far as the last like 4 games minus the Browns. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yes and no because they had a bunch of games that they probably should have won. That they
But you really gonna give Daniel Jones all that power?
No, because I don't think Daniel Jones is. I mean, I don't think he's horrible. I just don't think
give Wayne Gallman all that power.
I don't even know who Wayne Gallman is.
That's a running back.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Oh shit!
I don't watch too much Giants football. I
Wayne,
just when it goes on Red Zone, that's when I see Giants football. Before we go into a little quick break, we're gonna break down the NFL playoff matchups this weekend. Super wildcard weekend is this weekend. One of these teams will get into the Super Bowl this year. Spoiler alert, it's going to be Patrick Mahomes. I don't give a fuck. Whatever. It's going to be Patrick Mahomes. Who cares? He's going to win the Super Bowl. But we're going to go over the playoff matchups anyway. The first matchup is Saturday. The Colts and the Bills. Who are you picking? Be easy.
I'm gonna go with the Colts for the playoff experience.
You're gonna go with the Colts over the Bills?
Yep, with playoff experience.
Josh Allen playing like the MVP candidate?
I understand that, but we all know players are different beasts, especially when you know there's no
Stephon Diggs?
There's no trampoline behind you, bro.
Okay.
You win or go home.
Right.
There's one or two ways that the Bills gonna come out looking good out of this. Either they're gonna smoke them off the rip.
Mm-hmm.
Either that is going to have to be at least like a 17-point comeback for a win. If it's a close game, it's too much pressure. They fold.
Okay, we'll see. I don't have as much faith in the Colts as you do.
They
but
don't have a close game. It's Phillip Rivers. As much as I love to root against him, and I can't give you a reason why I don't like him. I just don't like him. I respect his craft, and he pretty much gets the job done. He's a fighter at the end of the day. He's a fighter.
This is okay. I feel like he's been overrated, but he's okay. All right, you got the Colts. Who you taking?
Man, Buffalo, bro.
Taking Buffalo.
Listen, on each side of the ball, they outweigh the Colts. The Colts can't match them. I mean, and the Colts have a top 5 defense too. The
Bills do also.
Yeah, exactly. You see what I'm saying? Like it doesn't. They won't match up. Buffalo they'll overpower them.
Okay. You got the Bills. You want to pick them games?
Buffalo.
Take Buffalo?
New York.
All right. I'm going to take Buffalo too. Buffalo and Indianapolis is the Saturday game. I do think that's going to be Phillip Rivers' last game. He will retire after this. The next
He
game
says he wants to play another year. Well, who's going to pick him up?
We'll see.
Jets.
Yep.
That would be some Jets shit that they would do. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't say that. They might do that. Don't say that. Yo, the Rams and Seahawks Saturday, 4:40 p.m. Who you picking? Be easy.
Rams and who again?
Rams are the number 6 seed, and the Seahawks are the number 3 seed.
Seahawks.
Seahawks. All right.
It's gonna be a blowout. Pause.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Who you got?
Smoking
I
about
got
17
Seattle
easy.
too.
You got Seattle? Who you got?
Yeah.
Obi?
Seattle.
I'm gonna take Seattle. We got Seattle across the board. I don't think Jared Goff is that good of a quarterback. I think it's highly overrated. I think the Rams have a great team. They need to find a better quarterback. The night game, the number 5 Tampa Bay Tom Satan Brady led Buccaneers against the Washington football team. Who you got?
Gotta go over this.
I so want to root for the underdog.
I do too. Don't do it. Don't do it.
wanna-
Saints. He's gonna. You see?
Alex Smith starting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. But he's basically starting on one leg.
And Gibson's not playing.
He already had a leg remade.
I don't think Gibson's playing either.
Bucks.
Thank you.
I want to root for the underdog.
I do
so
too.
bad
I
on
do
this,
too.
bro.
I do too. I do too. If
I
I'll
think
say
the
this,
world is kind of rooting for Washington low key.
if Alex Smith was healthy, I would pick them.
If they
Because
came into
I will tell you why. Because the front four, Washington's front four, with Chase Young, Montez Sweat, and all, they gotta, them dudes is nice. So, and Tom Brady's, you know what I mean. Once you get some pressure on him with the front four, tiptoe Tom Brady. Hey, listen,
Brady's always made you bet against him, you gonna lose.
we going with the Bucks across the board.
Yeah, man.
All right, Bucks across the board.
5.
We're gonna do the Sunday games. Sunday, Ravens, Titans. That's a big game. Pause.
They're both 11-5.
Yeah. No. What's the Ravens record this year? Hold on. I gotta see. This nigga. Yes, they are both 11-5. You're right about that. He took too much of a hit. Pause. And we. You all right, man?
You know what I'm going with?
Yeah, who you go with, bro?
Come on, man. The Ravens, man. My man Gus Edwards, Park Hill,
Okay.
Labira.
Lamar
Likewise,
Jackson
likewise.
does Lamar Jackson, before we move on, does Lamar Jackson need this playoff victory?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm going to say yeah, too. You say yeah? Yeah. Thumbs up from Peasy on the listeners. We all say yes. Who you got?
I got the Ravens.
You got the Ravens?
Yeah, man.
Who you got?
Titans.
I'm rooting for Lamar Jackson to win this game, so I'm gonna go with the Ravens on this one. I feel like he finally gets that playoff victory.
The Titans got a better running and throwing game altogether with I think a tougher defense.
The defense is definitely better than the Ravens defense. That's for sure.
Derrick Henry and what's the quarterback name?
Tannehill.
Thank you,
Tannehill's good.
man.
I don't think he's good enough. Yeah.
Nobody's calling him the greatest.
Fuck
Yeah.
Tannehill.
But I
enough to
feel
get
like
the
this
job
is
done
one of
with
listen.
a prime running
I will
back.
say this is one of those games that needs to be a special game for Lamar Jackson if they're gonna win. He needs to play.
Everybody
like-
got to show
Some
up.
100 yards passing.
Yeah,
100 yards
yeah,
rushing,
yeah,
80
that,
yards
yeah,
rushing
yeah.
type.
That kind of
But
game.
everybody
Yeah,
gotta show
that
up,
kind
though.
of game. Yeah.
Everybody got to show up in order for him to do
For
Yeah.
that
that.
to happen, defense has to show up. They need turnovers. You know, for that type of shit to happen.
I will say that.
Marcus Peters, what's his name? Yeah, Marcus Peters.
Yeah,
He has to
he got 7 up too.
he got something.
Sunday, 4:40. How the fuck did the Bears get in the playoffs?
I don't know, man.
8-8.
That shit surprised
The
me.
Bears.
The Bears against the Saints. Who you got?
12-4 Saints.
Yep. Who you taking?
And
Don't do
Breeze
it.
ain't starting, you said, right?
Breeze is starting.
Breeze is starting.
Yes, Breeze is starting this week. Breeze is starting. Don't do it.
Nah, I gotta go with the Saints, bro.
Yeah, don't do it.
Yeah.
What's on paper?
That's
is
across
too
the
crazy.
board.
Don't do
But
it.
I notice what slows me down is I respect the Bears defense.
Yeah, Saints.
That's all it is. I respect the Bears
12-4,
defense.
Yes.
like,
But they haven't been playing good this year.
They have not.
So
They have not.
could they turn it on in the playoffs, boys?
No.
No, it's not
No.
them turning it on. It's be the Saints turning it all the way off and not being turn it back on for that to happen.
No.
So we all going Saints across the
Yeah.
board.
No.
All right.
Is that
The
a no?
next game.
Is that a no? Nah.
8:15, the Sunday night
Don't
game.
ask me no stupid questions.
Number 6,
Don't ask me no
Cleveland
stupid questions.
Browns against the number 3 Pittsburgh
I am gonna say
Steelers.
this. I'm gonna say this.
I'm not gonna ask you who you got, but you can say
I'm
what you gotta
I'm gonna
say.
say this though, as outside of me being a Steeler fan, me being a sports fan, I always said I over respect what the Browns look like on paper, and I will say this, that we can outcoach them, but we can physically be outplayed by the Browns.
Now the Browns are without their coach, who tested positive for COVID-19, will not be coaching
But
this
I think
weekend.
24 players, right?
But they have their main starters. So, yeah, but they have all this. They have all their starters. Their main guys are playing.
The scary part
coaches.
about that is that you don't know. Well, they really can't come up with no brand new plays,
Right.
That can withstand throughout the game. Maybe a new play here or there, but they still got to do what they've done pretty much all season long.
Okay.
But like I said, they just have the weapons individually that can say, like, for instance, they have some of the fastest wide receivers, and we don't have the fastest cornerbacks, but we know how to keep them in the box and keep them contained.
Okay.
So if they catch within our little zone and be able to juke a little here, juke a little right, whatever, and run for end zones, that can kill us. Unless we can manage to contain and keep the game slow, keep the game under 24 points per team. I don't know if the Steelers can win this. Honestly, it's because the offense has been shaky at times, and if they don't come together right now, it can be sus.
That's terrible.
It can be real sus.
All right. You know you're going
That's
with the
my
Steelers.
fear,
Okay.
but we still take this stuff.
Who you going with?
I'm going with Cleveland.
All right.
I'm going with Cleveland.
Going with Cleveland. Who you going with?
Steelers 12-4.
Steelers. All right. So I'm not a huge fan of Baker Mayfield. I think he's highly overrated. The Browns will be without their head coach. And with all that said, I'm gonna go with the Browns. I'm gonna pick them. I'm going to pick them. I just think it's. Listen, the Browns haven't made the playoffs in like forever, man. I think they get their first playoff win in the history of their franchise, right? It would be their first playoff win ever, right?
So
I think.
No,
not the first playoff win, but their first,
in
right?
a while.
In a while, in a long time.
Since like 04.
Yeah. But yeah, it's gonna be a good NFL playoff weekend. May go play some bets this weekend. May not. Who knows?
Never know, man.
Never know. But that's our picks this week. What we do on picks? What did I do on picks last week?
Oh man,
I killed it on picks last week. I know I did.
Yeah,
Yeah. Shout out to me.
How'd I do?
All right, so
Shout out to
NFL picks. Be Easy, you went 10-15. Henny's Corner went 10-15. ROCKO went 11-15. I went 9-15. That's ass. Be Easy.
No, 10 out of 15. That means
You only did 9 out of 15.
Damn, why you
Who,
gotta bring
me?
that up? Yeah, no, you did 11-15. ROCKO took that.
Yeah, I
He
took
the
that.
NFL.
Okay.
11 out of 15. That means I was 11-4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you 11-4.
Shout out to me.
So how did you get this? After this is all said and done, you have to explain the standard.
Yeah, we're gonna play it. When we gonna take a little break? When we come back, we talking NBA talk. You heard? We gonna talk.
Where the hell Kyrie at?
We gonna talk about that. We gonna talk about the Knicks. Getting off to this start. We got a couple of Knicks fans in the building now. Obviously, we gonna get in a couple of NBAs. We gonna get in a couple of NBA
Kidnapping
things.
people in New York? Like Derrick Rose disappears, Kyrie disappeared.
We gonna get into a couple things. We got to talk about this Mets thing because this is kind of crazy. I feel like this is like the first big shift in power in baseball. When it comes to Mets and Yankees. The Mets owner has come in and decided that he's gonna spend, and spend he has. We're gonna talk a little bit about that. Yeah, about damn time. You're right. Not a Mets fan, but hey, good to see him doing good. We're gonna play a little music. We'll be back. Out of bounds. ROCKO Mannington, Haas, Be Easy, Obi in the building. We'll be back.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, out of bounds.
Yes, sir.
We back. We are back after a music break. We're gonna get into some NBA talk, but first, I definitely wanted to talk about the Mets' new owner, Stephen Baldwin. Baldwin, that's his name, right? Steve Baldwin, whatever. Billionaire owner of the Mets, who now this has been. I'm a Yankee fan, obviously. Are you a Yankee?
I'm not so much even a baseball fan.
No,
so
you're
much.
not.
I watch sometimes, mostly playoffs.
Shit, man.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge baseball fan, but definitely a Yankees fan.
Yeah, we're mostly Yankee fan, but
I'm an underdog, so I'll probably go with Mets.
Yankees have always been known as the machine, I guess you could call it. You know what I mean? Because they've been willing to spend.
Yankee magic is real. I have known seen that.
On the free agents and players and stuff like that. But now this guy is coming into New York, and he's just made a huge move that the Yankees were looking to make. Francisco Lindor, who is the all-star shortstop for the Cleveland Indians. The Yankees were looking to acquire him, but the Mets just got him. And this is the first move in what seems to be this dude says he was a lifelong fan of the Mets, and he's looking to rebuild the Mets image. So it's gonna be crazy times in New York.
Looking to buy in, basically.
Yeah,
he's trying to sound like he's trying to be.
Yeah, he. I mean, listen, the moves he just. My thing is, if you're gonna talk, you know what I'm saying, like,
wasn't it an amount that you know that the Yankees have been known to spend previously, and is he that?
Yeah, but the Yankees right now are. See, you would have. See, I talk baseball. They don't play that type of game anymore. They're more analytical now. They're more about stats. They're more about analytics. Like they're more like
numbers.
They're more numbers, right? And which is I'd say about 95% of baseball right now is driven by numbers. If you want a clear example of it, look at Blake Snell of the Tampa Bay Rays, who was taken out of the World Series. That was the World Series game, right? And he was going crazy, right? He had some crazy put up crazy numbers.
Bananas, bro. He's nice.
Putting up crazy numbers, and they took him out because the numbers said to go to the bullpen, and they ended up losing. So take it for what you will. You know what I'm saying? But that's what baseball is now. All numbers, majority numbers. But I just thought that was an interesting thing from because you never really the Mets have been we could say the Mets have been a laughing stock of the New York sports market for a little while. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They've been through some shit.
Tough times.
After
the cococaine boys, it was some really tough times, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
They've been
Queen boys.
Mr. Strawberry, you know what I'm saying?
To say the least,
mean?
You know what I'm saying. Then they got caught up with the whole whip ponds and the whole scheme and all that stuff that. You know what I mean? They had some rough times.
It was bad.
So, shout out to a couple of Mets fans I know, and you know what I mean. Then
that's a
they
fact.
do some
Suits,
things.
we out here.
Let's get into some NBA talk. The NBA is in full effect right now. The first thing I want to talk about real quick, we had two 60-point performances. The only two that have been since the late and great Kobe Bryant, R.I.P. Kobe.
R.I.P.
Steph dropped 62 in a dub.
Ooh.
He looked like the old Steph, which I don't even understand why people say that. And I just said that too, right? He looked like the old Steph. What the fuck does the old Steph even mean? You know what I'm saying? Like,
the
guy is still amazing.
Maybe a year off.
Which listen, and I'm not
because it was shaky at first. It was a little rusty.
Yeah, but he's still Steph Curry though.
He took
still
like
Steph.
a year off.
At the end of the fucking day,
like,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
yo, superstars
still
take a
Steph.
year off, but
Listen,
come on.
A lot of people who did that in their careers ain't been the same after some injuries.
No, you're right. Listen.
True.
I just don't understand sometimes the
What the expectation was?
No, the more or less like kind of the people were kind of shitting on Steph Curry because the Warriors were off to such a slow start.
It's always been like, what have you done for me lately anyway?
Yeah, no, every sport is like that. I know.
Yeah.
I know. I get that. I just didn't understand it. So that 62-point performance was kind of crazy.
So yeah, there is a Steph Curry. I forgot about it.
Bradley Beal dropped 60 in the loss. He was sick.
He's sick.
He was sick.
Because it goes unnoticed.
It does. I mean, I'm not. Obviously, I know what's more impressive, the 62 and the win, but
You know he
scoring 60 points in an NBA game is no small
bro.
task. You know what I'm saying? Like
He put up 35 shots.
that's kind of efficient.
He went.
You know what I'm
saying? He went 7 for 10 from 3.
That's kind of efficient.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying? That's some good efficient shooting. Right
If that's
there,
not
boss.
shots fired, come on.
I just the Wizards, man. I feel sorry for Bradley Beal, only because he seems like one of those loyal guys.
That's
like
exactly
loyal
what he is.
to an organization, almost to a fault, to where like
Larry
you know what I'm saying?
Fitzgerald, like that.
Yeah. Damn.
So,
Sorry, Larry.
A lot of these players stay on teams because of the money, and then other players move to different teams because they're trying to get a ring. So which one do you think is more respectable?
The ring.
Well, I think everything is measured in championships. I mean, that's what we've set, right? As a sports foundation, right? We measure success by the majority of success, right?
Yeah.
Because you can still have success without. I mean, me personally, I think you can still have success without having a championship ring.
Right.
But
Charles Barkley always gets clowned by it.
Right, of course, you always gonna get clowned by that. But
Patrick Ewing always
but the
gets-
measure,
He does.
right? But I think it takes you to another stratosphere when you do get that championship.
Yes.
But
So
you know
yes,
what
I
else,
do
too?
think it's a
you know
difference.
you just to throw like a little curveball in there. Like, look at Elgin Baylor. He don't got a ring,
That's true.
and you know what I'm saying. He's talked about.
That's true.
You feel me? He don't
Not
have
really,
a ring
though.
with the Lakers.
Charles Barkley too, man.
No,
Yeah,
but-
6
Look
MVPs
at,
though.
look at Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You know what I mean?
But
He's
that's
praised.
different.
Elgin
He
Baylor
got
got 6
rings.
MVPs.
Like a god,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like, you want a ring. Like, you play
Yeah.
the game to
You
get a
to
ring.
get a
You know what I'm
ring,
saying?
yeah.
And then
You're
like
gonna get
even
your
before
money,
that,
but you're playing the game. To
But
get a
now,
ring.
but what about? But see, do we now?
See, just like in boxing, like you want to be a good boxer, but you want to be a champion.
exactly.
That's the point.
Do we
of
take
Thank
rings
you.
a little
Sports.
too? Do
Thank
we
you.
take rings a little too serious when a guy like Robert Horry has 6?
And he earned it.
I'm not saying he
earned it.
didn't earn it.
Listen,
So
Didn't say that.
it's well deserved, and
Didn't say that.
He shows it's important because
can I
big
give
shot Rob.
Yeah.
can I give another example though?
Sure.
Let's substitute Robert Horry for Tyronn Lue.
Okay.
Does Tyronn Lue deserve rings?
Yes, I mean everybody does their part. Everybody does their part. Trust me.
Yeah. I mean, what do you
people
mean?
listen, especially on a playoff run, you're
No,
gonna get tired.
No. Let's be clear. Tyronn Lue is nowhere near what Robert Horry was. He didn't make any game-winning shots. He didn't
Doesn't-
contribute to
No.
anything.
Hold on, let me
He
stop you
played.
right
No,
there.
I mean, I wouldn't take it that far.
Because when Derek Fisher,
I'm taking it that
when,
far.
When Derek, listen, when Derek Fisher needed water, no, let me stop. But when Derek Fisher got tired, honestly, like you need a guy like Tyronn Lue that's gonna play defense. You know, you need a guy like Tyronn Lue who's gonna,
He
fill
got
in.
stepped over.
Okay, but
He
still,
ain't
at the
play
end of
no
the day, who won
defense.
that? Who won the series? You know what I mean? Like,
Shaq. Shaq
but
won the
still,
series.
it wouldn't be without Tyronn Lue. You
I
got to
just-
understand what his part did and what.
Okay,
when it played.
I get you. I'm just saying, if I had to go and think about who deserves a ring more, Robert Horry or Tyronn Lue.
No. See, there's no. See, and this is basketball. This is a team sport. There's no more or less. Who earns it?
Yeah, you
feel
right.
me? Because
This
even
is
LeBron
true though.
James,
Hold on. Let me.
the one that pays for players. Even LeBron James.
Oh God, here we go. So
Nah.
So
Don't
Joe
do that.
said Barkley's judged because he's an analyst and his he has his focal points is his second career. is based on critiquing other players.
I don't think he should because he ain't win a ring. You feel
Plus,
me?
he's not a, you know what I mean. And no, I think he's right about that. I
didn't
think
reach
that's
that
why.
high plateau.
I think that's why Charles Barkley's not so much his image, but that's why you don't think of him as one of the greatest players to ever play because of his post NBA career. Even though he is.
But you didn't win a chip.
What you got to say about that, bro?
Yeah, be easy.
I mean, I'm really trying to.
You're
find
the elder
right
statesman.
word. I'm really
AKA
trying to
you
find
older.
the word. I watch Barkley play, and I watch how young he kind of looked more of like a shorter Giannis, like nothing crazy with his handle, but he had enough control, enough speed, enough power to get from end to end. And then it took him a while to get that jump shot, but he finally get it. But it wasn't like he was a marksman. He always did what was expected. He got the rebounds.
His
One
play
of the
was
greatest
A1.
players. I'm trying to figure.
Probably. I mean, listen. He was just he was a victim of Michael Jordan. That's all it was. You know what I'm saying?
Michael
Like
definitely took rings.
A lot. Listen, Michael took some things from
right.
a
That's
lot
what I'm
of people.
saying. He was a victim of Michael Jordan. So that's why. That's why I do agree. Like you don't think of him as one of the greatest players to ever play the game. I think because immediately all you think of when you think of Charles Barkley is
That's terrible.
that's all you think about. You don't think
And
about.
But we
gambling.
know him.
You know. Yeah. No.
Me and
We
you
do. Yeah.
follow
We do. Obviously.
Basketball
Yeah.
as kids,
yeah.
we know him and we understand what he's contributed to the sport of basketball. But his legacy is
Tarnished.
because he didn't win a ring. Did he even win an MVP?
Yeah. He did.
Yeah, he
Okay.
got one. He got one.
Yeah.
So cats like him
Phoenix,
and
right?
Iverson. But see,
Yeah.
Iverson, even though his legacy is tarnished for not winning a ring, you know, he still made a big impact because he had literally nobody on his team, and he went as far as he did.
So let's that honestly is a good question. Let me pose a question real quick. Iverson or Barkley?
Iverson because he was that dude, and he was so small.
Patrick Ewing got the Knicks to the chip without nobody.
Yeah, but
So did
no,
Iverson.
don't say that.
no,
Patrick
no.
Ewing
Who he
had
had?
Allen.
That
Allen
94
Houston,
team?
Tri-captain Larry
Phone
Johnson.
ringing.
Bad back Larry Johnson.
Tri-captain Larry
Bad
Johnson.
back Larry.
Charlie
Johnson.
Ward.
No, that's before
Charlie-
bad back. Pause.
Wait,
Pause.
turn his mic
Pause.
off. Turn his mic off. He said Charlie Ward. Turn his mic off.
No, don't come on.
Yo,
Charlie
Charlie
Ward.
Ward. Charlie Ward. You know
Ward
he
was-
was a
Charlie Ward.
Heisman winner.
Oh, you a Nets fan?
Heisman.
Winner.
Exactly.
Florida
I
State.
grew up a Knicks fan, bro.
Quarterback.
Hold on,
The
we got.
I have a lot of respect for Charlie Ward. Actually, that's
Hold
the
on,
only
hold
Knick
on.
I actually met
Shut
in
the
real
hell
life
up
in
about
person.
Charlie Ward. Nobody's gonna
Autographed by
we
Charlie
got
Ward.
Joe Parker on the phone. Man.
Yes, sir, CEO. Oh, no, that's a cultural thing he bringing in.
Who stepped over Tyronn Lue?
Allen
AI.
Iverson.
All right, how many rings they all got? How many chips he got?
Oh, damn. He's pouring Tyronn Lue.
He got chips on the court and off.
Nigga, we
I
talking about
ain't
practice.
arguing with Joe. He right.
Listen.
Man.
But yo, the impact that
I know the
Allen
basis
Iverson
of that
had
call.
on the game, like Allen Iverson brought fans as well. You know what I mean? He brought people with his style. You know what I mean? With his glare. You understand? You know what I mean?
But Barkley did make Phoenix a team to look at. Nobody
They
was
also-
looking
they
at
had
it.
Thunder Dan.
Nobody was
Marley.
looking.
Dan
Nobody was
Marley.
looking at the Phoenix Suns
At all.
because of Dan
KJ.
Marley.
Yeah,
because
KJ.
of Kevin
Dan.
Johnson.
I mean, they
Niggas
weren't,
wasn't
but
looking at Bo Outlaw.
they.
Niggas wasn't looking at. Niggas wasn't looking at the Phoenix Suns before. I'm saying Barkley got there.
But-
He provided. You know
but
what I'm
you
saying?
could say people weren't looking at NBA before Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson brought
No, I think culturally.
Cultural.
Allen Iverson-
No,
Iverson,
you got
that's
it. You got
very
it. You
huge.
absolutely
That's
right.
huge.
Yeah.
You absolutely right.
Come on.
You absolutely right. AI does have.
He did a lot to change the
bigger-
game and it adds to the
lot.
He
game.
did
And
because
we
he
talking
brought-
about practice.
We all talking about practice. Yeah, you.
So
You got that.
here's a question I'll pose and we each gonna answer.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the best player in your opinion to never win a championship? I'll start over here.
Come back to me.
Okay.
I don't
That's
like
all
my
it-
answer, bro.
What's your answer?
All right, so this is you asked a question, and the
Yeah.
first person that came to my mind, and
That's
we already
terrible.
spoke about AI, but I'm gonna say Nash.
Nash who, Steve Nash?
Mm-hmm.
Steve Nash? You think he's one of the best players to never win a championship?
One of the best players and not win a championship.
No, the best. I don't want one.
Fuck.
Who you think is the best player
Allen
to
Iverson.
never win a championship?
It's Allen Iverson.
The best. Not one, the.
In my opinion, Allen Iverson.
If you're making a list, who's the number one on your list of
All
players?
right, I'll give
Never won a
AI
championship.
number 1, and I'll give Nash number 2. So AI.
Yeah. Okay.
AI.
All right. Who you think?
Rayful Alston. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Just
man.
kidding.
Wow.
Just kidding.
Cut his mic off.
This nigga said Ray Fall.
Skip to my Lou.
You could say Grant Hill too.
You can say a lot of guys.
Grant Hill. He didn't have a long enough career. Because in that case, I would say
Injury.
T-Mac over Grant Hill.
Yeah.
And that's another person.
I might want to say Vince Carter.
Ooh, that's a good.
Because I want to say AI, but you know what I mean. But Vince Carter, as far as he did everything right. He did everything right. Like he's not just a jumper. He got a jump shot. He did play some defense. He wasn't as a lockdown defender, but he did play some defense. And he put in the effort, but he never got a ring.
The supporting cast.
Never.
I
Once,
don't
but
know,
T-Mac left him.
I don't
when
think
he
he's
got
the-
to Jersey, like
T-Mac left him in Toronto, bro. It was looking crazy.
When
in
they got to
Toronto
Jersey, they
for
had a
minute.
chance though.
Yeah, they did have a
They were
chance.
playing T-Mac. They knew his potential, but they didn't want to pay him for his potential.
Facts.
And
That's a fact.
the smart thing for him to do was leave. And
Get out of there.
and he did great in Houston
And
and Orlando.
You know,
So-
I'm gonna. You know,
he built his brand in
you know who I'm
Orlando.
gonna say?
If Yao
is
Ming
the-
was healthy-
is the best player ever to never win a
That'd have been
championship.
nice for Kobe and Shaq.
Who's that?
You know what I'm
Kobe
gonna
and
say?
Shaq. Go ahead.
T-Mac.
You know what I'm gonna say? No, I'm not gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? No.
Shit.
Carmelo Anthony.
Man, if you don't get
If this wasn't your show, bro, I swear.
Carmelo Anthony,
Yeah, the best
it
player.
to
He's
himself.
the best player
Carmelo-
ever.
Did it to
No.
himself.
He's the best. He's gonna be
Did
the
it-
best player
stop.
ever
Stop.
to never win a championship.
I'm
Now
so
you're
glad
being
he's back on the
disrespectful.
team now.
now you're being
Just so
disrespectful.
all of y'all that love
All right.
Carmelo so much can see that he's still
Let's
not
not
starting.
disrespect the
And
guy.
him and
though.
LeBron
I'm not
still started
saying
at the
this.
same
Listen,
time.
disrespect the guy.
You're disrespecting Allen Iverson. You're disrespecting
I'm not disrespecting Allen Iverson.
even
Allen Iverson.
Westbrook
Melo had
is
a
even
nice
better.
era.
I'm sorry. Listen,
I don't
I
think
love
so.
Carmelo. I'm
Y'all
a
tripping.
diehard New York Knicks fan.
But Harden's way
Westbrook.
what
better.
he did in New York.
Harden's way better than Melo. Cut it out.
What?
Yes,
All
he
right.
is.
Start up.
And I
Mr.
love
Triple double for how long?
Alright.
Carmelo did it to himself, and he
Chill,
let the
bro.
outside world
Chill,
affect
bro.
his game.
With less of a team than he
Listen,
ever had
all
in
I'm
New York.
saying is,
Chill, bro.
if we talking about best players,
Same coach too. Chill,
never win a
bro.
championship.
Same coach,
Carmelo
bro.
Anthony.
Same
Yo,
coach,
wow.
bro.
Nah, you know what?
He's not
Same
even-
coach.
he's
He
not
couldn't
even-
average the same
he's not
triple
even
double.
good
Same
now.
coach, money.
We
Man,
might
when
have
it
to-
this
we
year.
might
Are you
have to
talking
do a
about the
top
same
5.
guy who was out of the NBA, who was like locked out of the NBA? You
Yeah, I'm talking
him?
about the same guy that
No, he
that
wa-
was
he
locked out
wasn't
of the
locked
NBA
out.
for no
He was-
reason
he
that
was
came back to the
blackballed.
NBA and could still
He was
fucking play the game.
blackballed.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Blackballed
like
for what?
that's the guy. That's the
Wait,
guy
he
I'm
wasn't
talking about.
blackballed
Did
for
you say
what?
no reason?
For what?
He was
I'm
blackballed.
saying-
For what?
I'm saying
What reason did he?
What
What
did he do?
reason?
You know why?
So you telling me
he was
So-
not a team player. He did not know how to.
So
He
share the
have a
basketball.
team.
So you're telling me? Hold on.
He
So
have
you're
a
gonna.
team.
So hold on. So you're
I
gonna
wanna get to the
sit
blackball
here.
post.
Wait, you're talking
You're
about
gonna
the same guy
sit.
who
You're gonna
takes the
sit
ball
here. Hold on.
and chucks
You're
it.
gonna- How many
Yeah,
guys?
yeah.
Hold on. How many people? Hypothetically, right? Let's just say this. How many people on the NBA team? Right? There's 12 guys, right? Let's just say 12 people on the NBA team. How many NBA teams are there?
32.
30.
30?
30 NBA
Oh, no,
teams.
it's 32 NFL. 30.
306. So there's 360 players in the NBA, right? Give or take. So you're telling me 360 players are better than Carmelo Anthony?
Not
Get
all
the
of them.
fuck all the
James
way out
Harden
of here,
is
bro.
better
You're
than
not
him.
gonna tell me
James
that.
Harden- and I
You're
don't
not
even
gonna
like-
tell me
I
that.
don't
Not
even
even
like-
right now.
I don't even like James Harden's game, but he's better than him.
Yes.
He's better than him. And like I'm a very big.
What
critic
has-
on
Well, you
James
know
Harden.
that's age.
Same.
That's age difference
Same.
too.
No, it has nothing to do with age.
But-
at his point
Hold
of
on.
his career, time out.
Hold on. You're right.
Wait,
You're right about
wait,
something.
What is James Harden? 31.
You're right.
31.
You're right about something.
At
Right
31,
now?
Carmelo was doing caca.
You're right about that. Listen.
At 31.
Yes.
Listen to what I'm gonna say though. Listen to what I'm gonna
Yes.
say. You just said right. Championships define the player, right?
No.
Your status. Your status. Wait. Your status. Your
Okay,
status. Hold
okay,
on. Just wait.
okay.
You said championships define your status,
Okay.
right? You said James Harden is better than Carmelo Anthony,
Okay,
right?
Yes. And they both
Carmelo
don't have
Anthony
a
is a
chip.
young. James Harden is younger,
And
right?
James Harden has a
James
MVP.
Harden. I'm saying this now. January fucking 8th,
James Harden
2021. James Harden is never gonna win a championship. He's gonna have the same fucking career as Carmelo Anthony. So
No.
how you gonna tell me?
He already has
so-
an MVP.
Yeah,
Yes or no?
But that's not
Yeah.
championship.
But
though.
that's not championship.
And more than one
But
scoring
you're saying-
title.
You're trying to say Carmelo Anthony and him will be equal. But no, he's already surpassed him.
Because he has
Carmelo's
an
height
MVP?
Yes.
Carmelo's height was
All right.
one scoring
Okay.
championship.
I'll give you that.
Title?
That's where I'm going.
I can give you
How many
that.
scoring titles Melo got? Just that one?
Melo?
Just that one?
I can look it up.
His biggest accomplishment is
A scoring title.
in the Olympics. Being
Facts.
the most scorer in the Olympics. That's his biggest accomplishment. And I love the dude, but you're not a team
Y'all really
player.
think James Harden better than fucking Carmelo
He
Anthony?
is, man.
Bro, I
Stop.
don't
Stop.
I don't know.
son.
So is Westbrook, what you was about to say earlier.
Oh,
so is
I don't think
Westbrook.
so.
Even though
think that either.
James
He not
Harden,
gonna win a championship.
if
ever
James
either,
Harden knew
so.
how to submit to Chris Paul's leadership, they would have had a ring.
Yeah, but then so then you blame Carmelo Anthony, but whose
you gotta
fault was
remember,
that?
too,
That's James Harden's fault.
you gotta also-
and I'm saying that, but Carmelo is so toxic. Now he's not.
But bro, so what are we talking about here though? So Carmelo Anthony, hold on. So we saying Carmelo Anthony was toxic, but James Harden. Let's run down James Harden's teammates, bro. Let's run down James Harden's
He's
teammates,
toxic
bro.
too.
Please.
Who he had? Dwight Howard, right? Dwight Howard, a decent Dwight Howard, right? An okay Dwight,
Nobody
whatever.
wants to keep Dwight.
For
When
what?
nobody likes Dwight Howard. All right, whatever.
Listen,
Whatever. Chris Paul, one of the best point guards ever. Yes, one of the best point guards ever, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Chris Paul takes him to what? Game 6?
Game 6 in.
Gets hurt.
Yeah.
He can't close out for 2 games.
Listen,
Then he
I
gets
agree.
And they
gets
were up.
his
Carmelo-
mans. Hold
Carmelo
on.
would not
Wait,
have
I'm
done
not
any
done
better.
yet.
They were up.
They were up.
They were up.
Then hold on. Then
couldn't-
hold on.
they couldn't
Hold on. And there was all, oh my God, I love
Carmelo
we all
and
cool.
Jason Kidd.
Da da da. Then it went from that. It went
Come on,
to
don't forget,
oh,
this is against a team with Kevin Durant.
okay, but they still were up, bro.
They were up.
They
I know,
were still
I
up.
know.
So now we move on from
That's
there.
how great
Carmelo
Now we
had
say, oh,
Jason
James
Kidd.
Harden. Now we say, oh, James Harden. Yeah. Now we're gonna get your man's here. Yo, Westbrook is my man's. I like
Brody.
Westbrook. It's Brody. That's
Brody.
my boy.
That's
Bring
two-
him here.
that's
Now
two
your
ball
own
hogs.
man's. Now your own man's is saying, bro, you don't play. You don't. This is not it, bro.
'Cause, listen, I feel like James Harden left OKC and it was like, yo, I will never be second. I feel like he had this stigma
Okay.
on him that he was like, yo, I would never be second to anyone, and
But then
I'm
why
gonna
you gonna
always be the man?
I get that. Okay, but then
But he
see,
didn't
but you're
show up
contradicting.
in
But
that
you're contradicting
championship.
yourself.
I'm
I'm telling you. I'm
not
gonna
praising
tell
him
you.
for it.
No,
I
I'm gonna
say
tell
that's
you
fucked
why.
up.
I'm gonna tell you why you're contradicting yourself and making that excuse, because now he's looking to go to Brooklyn. What the fuck you think he's gonna go to Brooklyn for? He's not gonna be number 1 in Brooklyn. Kevin Durant is number 1 in
I
Brooklyn.
feel like
nigga.
now he's humble.
Where he gonna go to? Then he gonna go to Brooklyn and be number 1 with who?
No, he's not. He's not gonna be number 1. He's gonna be.
But then he's falling
second
to-
option, and he realizes
Second option?
that. Yes, to KD. Yes,
Yeah, he has to
he
be.
has to be.
But you think Kyrie is going to step?
No, that's what I'm
saying.
That's what I'm
And
trying
that's
to
what
get
I'm
to.
saying.
All right, let's talk about
That's what I'm
Kyrie
saying.
because what the fuck? Nah.
We can't change it. We can't change this.
Something
Nah,
Oh, we can talk about Kyrie.
Okay, so now Kyrie. If we're talking about toxic, we're talking about Kyrie. If you look in the dictionary of toxic,
Nah.
you're gonna see a picture
I
of
can't
Kyrie Irving,
disagree.
and I love Kyrie Irving. I love
do
his
too.
game.
Wait.
But I feel like, hold on, I feel like there's a mental thing that's going on with Kyrie, and it's not even funny because on every team he got in a fight with LeBron James, and I'm a very big critic of
he
LeBron
got in
James.
a fight with himself.
I'm
Nobody
a
fight
very
with the
big
king,
critic
bro.
of LeBron
King
James,
don't
but
fight.
I feel like
He just make people better.
LeBron was right in this situation in trying to tell him, like, listen, bro, you know what I mean? You got to listen. You know what I mean? And these young dudes don't want to listen.
LeBron been right.
In the Celtics, Kyrie was toxic as fuck. He was trying to tell everybody, yo, I'm the man. Yeah, you know, and he was trying to do what LeBron was trying to do to him, to now the young cats. And now he understood. He even went as far as apologizing to LeBron for, you know,
Yeah,
being
but then he turns
disobedient.
right back around and
Exactly,
say like
yeah.
he never played with somebody clutch. Like,
yeah,
dude,
that's disrespect. That was
come on,
disrespect.
man.
Listen.
And then misses like 2 shots. Come on,
Listen,
man.
bro. Listen.
But listen, I
I don't
love
even-
Kyrie
I don't even
Irving.
want-
If it- was he comparing clutch moments?
Man, shut up, man. He
Nah.
was whatever that nigga was saying, man. That nigga was being disrespectful.
was.
He could try to
was
flame.
a shot.
He could try and make it seem
Listen.
however he wanted to make it seem. That nigga was being disrespectful,
At the end
bro.
of
I feel like,
Come
listen,
on, my nigga. You
I
said that on
gotta-
purpose,
Time out,
bro.
time out.
Always
After-
got to
Fuck outta
praise the
here.
OG.
No, you don't.
After Kalani
You
left
do.
him.
Why?
This nigga.
No, I'm gonna bring it up. After Kalani left him, Lord clap fire shot. Yeah, Mister. After Kalani left him, something went wrong with him.
Well, speaking of
Chemically
Kyrie, he
imbalanced.
was just actually in the in the news,
Kyrie was tight
sports
because they
news.
should have gave him that Finals MVP. That's why.
Yo.
He apparently
It could've went
ghosted.
either way.
He ghosted the Nets right before the game. Steve Nash literally had no idea that he wasn't playing.
What's going on, New York? What y'all doing to these point guards, New York?
He didn't tell anybody he wasn't showing up to the game. And just decided he just wasn't
You see,
pulling
like
up.
these are
What if
things
there's
you
like
can't
some
do.
underground
Like, this is like,
basketball?
what do you think you
like,
are? Like, who do you think you
Ring.
are?
Well, listen, they say it was because they said people saying it's because of what happened at the Capitol or whatever like that. But
Now you're reaching.
I don't know, man. There's something with this dude. It's just he's a weird guy. I don't know.
Very weird.
Like I think like how hard is it to just communicate?
Themselves, right?
To just communicate. You know what I'm saying? Like how long does it take you to send a text message? Like
Look how much we're talking about the Nets right now. Pay attention. Keep telling y'all Kyrie's a genius. Y'all keep underselling Kyrie. Kyrie's a genius, bro.
Right.
Look how
Yo,
much we're
that's a
talking
fact.
about
You're right.
now.
You're right. You're right about that.
So how do
They
you
playing.
think?
Look.
How do you think?
They
KD
playing.
hold
Look,
on
they
one
playing
second.
for Kyrie to be on the court. They got all types of defensive schemes to stop Kyrie. Watch this. I'm not even showing. Y'all gonna smoke these niggas.
And they won. And
all they gonna
well, that's
do is
just
talk
hold
about
on. That's
us.
just and that brings us to our next
and y'all
topic.
beating the
So-
top
Segways,
team in the East.
So would you say it's sort of like load management
Yep.
in a way?
For him?
Yeah.
It is.
No.
Kyrie?
Well,
Yeah,
no,
Because
he
remember,
just
he's
didn't.
injury prone.
Yeah, but he
Yeah.
just didn't show up.
Self-load management post.
He just
Right.
he just didn't.
It's
show up.
mental health.
I
Yeah.
think it's a mental
Management.
health issue, honestly.
It's,
Yeah.
but they beat yesterday they beat the 76ers, and that brings me to my next topic, which is the 76ers.
Yeah. Bro,
They
I don't.
they lost to Starless Brooklyn. Brooklyn, that same Brooklyn team.
They're
made
like
it to
what
the playoffs
8-2
last year.
right now. The
That same
Sixers.
Yeah, I
Brooklyn
think the
team made it to
Sixers
the
8-2.
playoffs last year. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
Put
but
some respect
I'm
on
talking.
their name.
I'm not talking about Brooklyn. I'm talking more about the 76ers and how they're so. Yeah.
I mean, they
They have
They still have a winning record.
the
What's
8
their
right.
record?
The
What's
8
their
and 2.
record?
But does anybody actually believe they can?
72.
Whatever. Does anybody actually believe that they can make some noise in the Eastern Conference? And not even in the NBA.
What
It's just
Seth
in the
Curry
Eastern
is doing out
Conference.
there? What Seth Curry's doing out there?
So let's go.
Yeah.
Answer the call.
Wait,
Hold
wait.
on. Hold on.
What chat?
Got a call.
Put it in the chat.
Reflex Radio, out of bounds. Who is this?
Ken,
Oh, Ken, what up? What's going on, brother? What's up?
let me start off with that Melo and Harden conversation.
Talk
Oh
about
yeah,
it.
we can talk about
You're
that.
not gonna disrespect Harden for
Some
him.
questions wasn't answered too.
What you say?
Go ahead. We can talk.
Nah. And for me, I watch basketball in two different perspectives.
Okay.
One, during fantasy, I look at the analytical of the numbers, and I also watch basketball as a fan. In both circumstances, James Harden is way better than Carmelo Anthony.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Listen, all I'm saying, I get that, but all I'm saying is
Somebody, how many points can does James Harden like average against every team? Like he dropped 50 on every team?
yeah, that's
60 or 50?
that's great.
no. That's more than great.
That's great, but what has James Harden done? The same. What has he done?
I mean,
What has he done?
Okay, like
you
say
putting
he
up
didn't have the
numbers.
help.
Wait. Let
You
him
can't
talk,
say he
let him
didn't have
talk.
the help. He's
Let-
putting up
let- let-
numbers.
let him
Like
talk.
what
What
Let
he's
him
putting
talk.
up
Let him
numbers.
talk.
I'm
Let-
not
let him
talking.
call it talk.
Westbrook, like him and Westbrook, they have individual stats. Yes, you're right. They need to win a chip to solidify their career, but
But that's not
Carmelo
That's not.
is
That's
not
not
one
my.
to compare
That's not
to.
my. That's not my. That's not my point. My point is right. Does James Harden make everybody on the court that much better?
Carmelo is
I don't
Charles
think so.
Barkley.
I don't really think so. But in terms of a team player, I like over the years of watching him in the Houston Rockets. I mean, look at the teams they always have to go against the Warriors. Always have to defend against
That's not
going
an
against the
excuse.
Warriors to get out that West to be able to go to the finals. And we all know the Warriors were always stacked when they started that team with Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond, and then you added Kevin Durant. It was just so much hard. But even with that, when they added Chris Paul, if not, I still believe, if not for that injury or whatever took, I can't remember what took Chris Paul out.
It was an injury. It was an injury. The groin, he had a groin injury or some shit like that.
Groin or back?
I don't know, something like that.
They were up 3-1 or 3-2.
3-2. I think they were up 3-2. I don't think they were up 3-1. I think they were up 3-2.
Yeah, and Chris Paul went out, and that was it.
And he lost back-to-back closeout games.
So, I mean, I would say Chris Paul was healthy. Both of them together being on the court.
It was a
where
chip
Chris
right
Paul was
there.
giving it
And that's
Easy
what I want
work.
to piggyback off of right there. Yo, James Harden hasn't found anybody really with that perfect chemistry. Honestly, I think if they was to pull that trigger and send Ben Simmons over to Houston and vice versa, it may seriously be
put him with Joel.
And put him with Joel. It may complement him. It may complement them in a way that it may be hard, really hard for other teams to guard them.
Now,
big man.
Hold on. James Harden is toxic too.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
As
Niggas
well.
sitting here like this nigga.
TOO.
Like he don't dribble the ball for like
as well
20
because
seconds and then passes the ball at 4.
so Chris Paul was able to get in his mind a little bit, and that's why they got as far as they got. Now
Doc Rivers
James
is
Harden
coach,
has
man.
that head where,
You're not talking about any coach. You're talking about Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers is, bro.
like, remember now you got these players that want to tell the coach what to do, want to tell the coach when to put them in.
Got the
LeBron James want to tell the coach.
Yeah, but you earned
But-
that. Nigga,
Oh.
every
Hear me out.
superstar does that,
I
bro.
don't- let me out.
What? Stop!
I'm
Don't even
not a
start
Brown
that,
fan.
bro. Get
I'm
out
not
of
a
here.
Brown
with
fan,
that
but-
shit.
Kobe and Jordan was
Bro,
not
Y'all gonna
doing
do
that
the
with
same
Phil
bull? Yes,
Jackson.
they do.
Yeah.
Shut up, man.
No, they
Yeah.
was not.
Oh my
No.
God, bro. We're
They
not gonna
OB.
do this. We're not
They
gonna
were
do this.
obedient
We're not
to
gonna do
Phil
this
Jackson.
today. We're not gonna do this
Yes.
today.
Listen,
We're not
yes.
gonna do this
listen,
today.
bro.
Nah.
I'm not a Braun stan.
We're not gonna do this today.
I'm not.
We're not gonna do
Okay,
this
I'm
today.
an actual
No.
fact.
Y'all
Braun
niggas is
didn't
tripping.
earn that right.
Y'all
No,
tripping
I
right
didn't
now.
say- I didn't say
Y'all
he's
niggas
not
is
earned
annoying.
I didn't say
Why-
he didn't
why-
earn it.
Yo,
but
y'all-
I'm saying
let me-
it's some shit.
We go.
You know what I mean?
But at the end of the
Appreciate
day,
you for calling,
but
my brother.
the fact that Doc Rivers has the jewelry to show him, I know how to get these championships done. Boston.
Okay.
Let me
okay.
let me
I
have let
had
me
to
let
think for a little bit. Hold
me
on.
let
Oh,
Ken
yes.
get the last word, and then we gonna move on. But Ken, go ahead, get the last word in, brother.
I agree with you on that, JP. Every superstar has a little bit of leeway in terms of, calling out, like, yo, this is what, like, having a say, a bit. I mean, it's up to a coach. Every top coach.
I think you even downplaying it, bro. I don't even think it's a little bit. I think it may on the outside it may look like a little bit to y'all, to everybody else, but to the ones that know, like, superstars call the shots, bro. Superstars call the shots. It's always been like that. It's never gonna
Never
change.
been. Yeah.
It started
It's
with
never
Jordan.
gonna change.
Jordan helping out Phil Jackson because he had a little issue with Chicago management. So Jordan,
It didn't
It
start
might
with
even-
Jordan. It
it-
started
yeah,
before
it's
that.
even
Who?
before
Who?
that.
It started before that.
You can
can
even
go back
go as
to the
far as
Lakers.
Bill
Go
Russell.
to Bill Russell.
Those Paxson
No.
plays was
Think
strong,
about
bro.
Bill Russell, bro. He was coaching.
He was
and
coaching
playing.
and playing.
Those BJ
Yeah, bro,
Armstrong
like, that's what I'm
plays
saying.
Yo,
strong,
bro, it's been that way.
Mike, it's not your shot.
And
tonight.
guess what? Bill
Paxson
Russell
gets
was
that
playing
shot tonight,
against.
Mike.
He was playing
What
alongside
Mike
with
do?
who?
Mike passed up that rock.
Yeah,
Bill Russell was playing alongside who?
but who you got to run that by though?
That's what I'm saying. Because what the coach is saying. But
That's
you
what I'm
gotta-
saying. Who you got to run that
You
by?
got to run that through the star.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, it's not your play. If not,
But-
Okay,
you see when they
so
did
now-
Scottie
so
Pippen,
now-
you can have a C Scottie
so
Pippen.
now let's
Man,
talk about
ain't
you was the star.
nobody
Now
handle.
let's talk about-
Ain't nobody in that 24 possession saying Mike ain't going to touch the
That's
ball.
what I'm saying.
Time out,
Y'all
time out.
niggas
Let's-
wild.
Nobody
let's talk
saying
about-
that, bro.
Let's talk about
But that's the
when
reason why he got open. Pause.
let's talk about when management lets toxic players ruin a franchise. Like
Hold on. I gotta let Ken get the last word. Then we gotta let him go.
Every time we try to
I got
go ahead, Urge.
people trying to call.
Heard you.
But yeah, thank you for having me.
Oh yeah, of course, brother.
Bless.
Anytime. Appreciate you. Of course. But yeah, I think people downplaying. I think y'all downplaying the whole.
Melo.
I definitely think you're downplaying Melo.
hold on. So the player I was talking about is Deron Williams. Made them fire head coach, and he was
in
a
the
fucking
Jazz?
bust. Yes or no?
Oh yeah,
That was
Deron Williams a
insane.
bust?
yeah.
Yeah?
He was trash. Yeah, he was so
Listen,
good. At first.
I mean, yeah,
was good.
I mean, yo, he
he
was
was
a
in a
bust
great
in
system.
Brooklyn.
And think
He was
about
in a
it.
great team.
I bet you Utah regretted getting rid of that coach for him.
Who? Yeah.
But
Jerry
so
Sloan?
Rest in peace. He
Jerry
passed,
Sloan?
right?
I don't think Jerry Sloan passed.
That's a good question. I don't know.
But anyway,
Should look that up.
he wasn't a bust in Utah. He was a bust in Brooklyn. Because that's when them niggas thought they can drop down to the 4th seed
Yes,
so
he
they can
passed.
play Miami.
He passed in May.
yeah, Jerry's a lot
Oh,
of
it
people.
did?
Yeah, so
R.I.P.
Yeah,
Shit.
everybody. A lot of
R.I.P.
people fucking-
But he wasn't a bust in Utah. He wasn't.
He kind of was though. What
No,
did he
he
do?
wasn't.
What did he do?
What? He did. Listen, you take Deron Williams off that team, you got Mehmet Okoro. You got AK.
I said what
You
I'm
got
saying.
a young DeShaun Stevenson.
okay.
Niggas, them niggas ain't making to the
Carlos
playoffs.
Boozer.
But what did Deron do though?
He helped them make it to the postseason.
Was he on
What does that
Utah?
mean,
Was
though?
Carlos Boozer on Utah when
Oh,
he wore that
shit,
fake hair?
yeah.
When he wore the fake hair?
No, he was in.
When he
He
wore
was
the
in,
when he wore
was
the
in Chicago.
when he wore the
was in
Beijing
Chicago.
on OD.
He was in
Oh,
Chicago
it was
when he wore the
Chicago.
fake hair.
Hold on, I gotta find that.
Carlos Boozer coming from Cleveland to Utah, they was not
You mentioned
making
a lot
it.
of good players.
This nigga
Carlos
wore the
Boozer,
Beijing.
AK-47. Those are great players.
AK-47, good player.
Yes, he is.
Oh, all right.
Yes, he was a good.
No, they were
Yes, he
good.
was.
They were good.
They
They
very
were good.
fast.
Okay.
AK-47.
He mediocre. All right.
But still.
Mehmet Okor's good.
So
He knocked a lot of
so
people
No,
off.
Mehmet
So
Okor
now-
is good on the Detroit Pistons,
So now
backing
you-
him up.
Mehmet
You take
He's great in college.
You take Deron Williams.
He's great. What college you went to?
You take Deron Williams, and where'd he go after that?
Who?
Where'd he go? The Nets? Where'd he go
No,
after
yeah,
that?
he went to the
North
Nets.
Carolina?
That's
what
where
did he
he
do?
was a bust.
Trash.
He was
That's
trash
what
on
I'm
the
just.
Nets.
That's what I'm
Trash.
saying. He was a bust
So,
there.
so that means
and that's
those
where
players,
who? What players?
those players complimented him.
Who?
AK-47.
Yeah, they
Carlos
complimented him,
defensive,
but
yeah.
don't get
Well-
it twisted. Without Deron Williams, they was not going to make it that far. Y'all
was called the
forgetting
system.
what
It was
y'all
called the
forgetting what
system.
Deron Williams did when he was in Utah.
What is
Yeah,
Like,
he hooped in
this
Utah.
nigga-
That's what
This
we're talking
nigga
about.
killed.
That's what we're
But-
talking about. In
Yeah,
Utah.
but
Yeah,
what I'm
right.
saying
That's
is,
system.
if you take Deron Williams out
Off
that
that
team
team,
with
yeah, it was
those
trash.
players
It was
with
trash.
AK,
Yeah, it was
Mehmet
trash.
Okor, Carlos
Yeah, it
Boozer,
was trash.
them niggas ain't going
yeah,
nowhere.
yeah.
Destroyed the system.
Yeah, but
We're not about
remember-
to sit here and talk about fucking Deron
Exactly.
Yeah,
Williams.
we're
for
not
30 minutes.
talking about that
Uh,
cornbread ass nigga, bro.
I brought it up to say
I don't-
that Jerry Sloan was a great coach.
Yeah.
Okay,
Jerry Sloan was.
I
I
get.
give him up for fucking Deron Williams. Like that was insane. This is a problem
I
with
mean,
letting players
this
control.
is when the league. This is when you start seeing the league starting to change.
Yeah, getting
You know what I'm saying,
soft.
but this happened before Deron Williams. This happened with Larry Brown and
I understand
AI.
that. I understand
You
that.
feel me? So
But
like,
AI
shit, I
deserved
went
that right.
All right. Well, I don't want to talk about Deron Williams because he's trash.
Yes.
cornbread. Man.
But I do want to. So I've been noticing
Mello, though.
something.
Had a spark when you started, but now you just garbage.
I've been noticing something around the NBA lately when it comes to Pandemic P, aka Paul George.
Talk about it.
I've been noticing that a lot of his peers been like
Dogging him.
like disrespectful. Like
Can I tell you why?
no, I know why. I know why.
No, no.
I'm gonna let you talk. I'm gonna let
Okay.
you talk. But
His entitlement.
so I seen in most recently Devin Booker, light skinned Devin Booker, who I think I could beat up Devin Booker.
Oh shit.
But Devin Booker called him a bitch ass nigga. And who else called him? A couple
Rightfully
people
so.
don't call him bitch ass
Now,
nigga.
but one thing you don't
No,
understand, like,
Seth Curry. called
Seth
him a
Curry.
bitch ass.
So a lot of light skins.
but you got you.
A lot of
You got to understand why you didn't hear like the stuff he's been tweeting. Even his own hometown dude, Damian Lillard, whereas like shut the fuck up because like he said.
I already know why. I know why he act
I
like
think he has a little mental disability.
no.
No,
Dude
I'm
can't-
I don't
I'm
mean
not
to
even
laugh at
throwing
it.
that
I don't mean to
around,
laugh
but I'm
at
being
it.
serious.
It's just funny the way it's being brought up.
But
like
it's
I'm not
serious.
laughing at it though. No, you're right.
I'm
It is
serious. I'm not
It
even
is.
kidding. I'm so serious. And like he says things where it's like, yo, what are you talking? Just play basketball, bro. Play basketball.
Now you
and-
shut up and dribble.
You know what I mean? That's like, you know what I mean? Like, shot fired because like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you saying? You're not even like making it anywhere. You're not even moving your team. You're not doing anything. You're not. Damian Lillard was like, yo, what are you talking about? Even Damian Lillard's sister had to say something like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, you got a
Yeah, it
stripper
was-
impregnated.
It
like,
was
you impregnated a
it was
stripper.
contentious over the summer,
She was a
to say the
stripper?
least.
She was a stripper.
Yeah.
So that means he wasn't the only one.
I
He's out here believing in magic.
Yo, Obi, you.
Listen, it has nothing to do with basketball.
I
but
think
that's
I
fact.
think
It has
Penn-
a lot to
listen,
do with
I
his
think
mindset.
yeah, no, I think you're right on that part of it where I do think he carries himself as like this dude that has done so much, a lot of winning. No, that he carries himself like he's done a lot of winning, you know, in the NBA.
You were good on the Pacers. You helped the Pacers.
And I think
you ain't going nowhere.
And I think when he got to the Clippers, I think he felt, you know, well, this
solidified.
Like this is, we about to get a ship. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm entitled, so now I'm gonna, you know, walk around and talk like that. And I think,
you know what?
And I think the way that they lost to last year,
he didn't put the work in.
you know what I'm saying, and the way that he played last year was, you know what I'm saying.
That's
so
a bigger
I feel
question.
like
that's what needs to be spoken on more.
He didn't put the work
the
in.
way
Kawhi
he
Leonard
played, because Kawhi is going to do Kawhi things.
Yeah, but I
Correct.
felt like Kawhi thought like, okay, this is a good,
He
you know,
can-
backup.
somebody's
You
really
know,
Kawhi can lean on him.
Robin
Because-
to my Batman, and he ended up being Catwoman.
To be honest,
He was a red shirt on Star Wars.
you know what I'm saying? Oh shit. To be honest,
Star Trek, my bad.
just to piggyback off what Obi just said, Kawhi, when he went to Toronto and he was traded, I'm pretty sure Kawhi thought in his mind that, all right, the person who's going to be my second is Kyle Lowry, and totally wasn't so. It was Siakam.
no, it ended up being Pascal.
It was Siakam.
Yeah.
Yo, you
Yeah,
look at it.
yeah,
I
look
feel
at
like
the
in,
numbers.
I feel like in the
Look at his
last
numbers.
two final
was-
games, like it was Lowry really. Siakam was kind of doing a lot of.
But who got
Yeah,
him?
but who got
Siakam
him?
and Fred.
But Siakam played great in the
And
in like
then he
getting
win,
them getting them
did
to
he
the
win most overall player that year? I think
most
that
improved. I think he
championship,
made
yeah,
he
most
made more.
improved.
Like,
he
look
might
who's
have
the
been
man
most
right now. It's
LeBron.
Kyle Lowry.
LeBron.
No, I mean on that team.
Oh, I think he just meant in everything.
Kyle
My bad.
Lowry might be good. I mean, we're going to say that for another show. But, you know what I'm saying?
It's Kyle Lowry right now.
But listen, you know what I'm saying? So
He's been there before, even like everybody. He's like
Been
captain
where?
on Toronto.
oh, yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Him
But-
and DeRozan, but DeRozan.
Yeah, that's cool. Kyle Lowry,
No,
that's cool.
but that was a great trade, and that was
For Toronto.
Kawhi Leonard was a perfect fit.
But wait. Time out. Let's not stray away from Pandemic P.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's Pandemic
I-
P
This
getting
is
disrespected.
Pandemic P.
He been
so
getting
when
disrespected.
Kawhi went
Rightfully
to
so, though.
the
shit.
the Buffalo Clip. No, they're not Buffalo anymore. They the L.A. Clippers. You know what I'm saying?
Diabolical Clippers.
Diabolical Clippers. You know what I'm saying?
Bad look.
I
He
don't
didn't-
fault Kawhi for going there. That's his hometown.
No, we not even we beyond that. So he didn't say, "Oh, listen, y'all can still do something because I don't want Pat Bev to be my second." He didn't say that.
No.
No. You know what I'm saying? It was a quest to go get Pandemic P because Pandemic P signed with OKC
yeah, I know.
again.
Yeah, but they
To
made that.
stay.
Yeah, they made that happen.
What
Yeah.
they should have did was
So
move
this
the-
is what I'm getting at.
Go ahead.
This is what I'm getting at. Pandemic P was already in a situation. He got taken out of that situation where a team was going to compensate for him a whole lotta.
Yeah,
Because OKC got a whole lotta.
yeah.
So for you to do what you did last season
He shot the ball on the backboard.
was boo-boo.
Something is going on with
It
him.
was boo-boo.
It's here.
Let's be
Even-
honest. It was boo-boo.
Even Doc Rivers had a problem with him.
It was
Yo,
boo-boo.
and then he blamed Doc Rivers.
yeah, thank
Bro,
you.
what's wrong with this
Obi,
I
nigga?
understand.
I
they have-
appreciate you, God. Thank you.
What's wrong
Thank
with
you
this
for-
nigga?
Say that one more time. Say that
Doc
one more
Rivers had
time.
an issue with him, but you could say it's because
Doc
of
Rivers
his
had an
daughter.
issue.
His daughter.
Who-
You know, he
what?
used to date his daughter.
Who?
Paul
Yeah,
George.
he used to date.
He used to date Doc
Come
Rivers'
on,
daughter.
man.
before.
That ain't
Nah,
got-
we ain't
that
going
ain't
that
got nothing
deep.
to do with
No,
that.
Ain't
you
got
gotta put
nothing
out
to do
all the
with a
facts.
chip.
Yeah, no.
It
does.
do.
Because
So that's why he had the
it-
right to blame Doc Rivers?
No, he doesn't. He's trying to use that as a reason
Come
why.
on, man.
Yeah, he
Doc
did.
Rivers
He did.
Come on,
Did-
Pandemic
you right.
P.
Didn't.
But pandemic.
you
Let's
know,
not forget. Let's not forget.
better
He's
than-
trying to use that.
you
as
better
an
than
reason.
that, bro.
I'm saying
Let Pandemic P use that. He was still getting minutes though,
You better than that,
Yeah.
bro.
because he was
so
second
Doc
in
Rivers is
minutes.
just like what? Like what are you talking about?
He was
guy?
second in minutes. So now you got this nigga. All right, Pandemic P. Last 5 games, Golden State. He put up 21 at Golden State. That was a dub. He put up 39 at Phoenix. That was a dub. 25 at Utah. That was a L. 23 at Portland. That was a dub. 18 at Minnesota. That was a dub. Okay.
He's gonna put up numbers.
No, he's going to put up numbers. You can put up numbers all fucking day. But that doesn't mean you are the guy.
Yeah, but I think he tries to.
And he
his
tries
is
to
more. His I think the disrespect for him comes more from like the way he carries himself.
Yeah. You
From my
carry yourself like you the guy,
like
and that's
he's,
why
you
niggas
know, like
disrespect
he's
you
like
and
he's
call you out your
respected
name.
guy.
Because you a bitch-ass nigga. Like,
He is.
you feel me?
He
Like,
is the Clipper
facts.
to the Clipper. You bring the claw to the Clippers and it clips the claw. It was a bad decision. They got to move the team, change the name.
easy.
My
Say
thing
that
is
one
this.
more again.
Paul George.
He's
Paul
the-
George was supposed to be part of the elite. He was supposed. He had the potential to be
Yeah, he had the potential.
up there. Now he still thinks that he can reach that plateau, but everybody sees that like, bro, you're not even like you should be coming off the bench like type shit.
Nah,
like, you know,
he's,
no.
he's still.
I wouldn't put him
No.
that.
No, that's what I said.
You put him there?
Yes, because Pacer Paul George was a great player. Pacer Paul
A good
George
player.
was, and Pacer Paul George is gone. Pacer
You
Paul
know,
George
I don't think. Listen,
is no more.
I'm not gonna say Paul
You're
George is not
gonna
a
get
great
that.
player. I'm not gonna say that.
I'm gonna say
I
Paul
think he's a
George
good player. I think he's a good
was
player.
I'm not
great
playing
player.
him great.
No, I wouldn't say great either. I
And
think he's
he-
good.
I think
And
Paul George
he
should be running
was
point guard.
A great
No,
player.
he's
Past
not.
He was a
tense.
good player.
He was a great player.
No, he
in
wasn't
Pacers.
great.
Yes, he was great.
think he
Look
was
at that
great.
team, though.
He was great at that time.
Look
Yes.
at that team, though.
They were giving LeBron a lot of trouble.
Look at who? What?
Yes. Yeah. Come on. Let it. You know.
Just because they
But-
beat a Knicks team
Oh God.
don't mean that they gave LeBron a lot of trouble. Because that day, I don't even think that
But-
shit went to that shit went to
Paul
6.
George is no longer.
You're talking to some bronze stands.
I know. Trust me. I know.
This
Listen,
thing
I've been-
show.
Bro, it's not even about
No,
being
but
a
for
stand.
real,
Y'all
listen,
make
y'all
up.
forget Paul George's fucking Indiana
First of all,
roster.
hold on.
It was Roy
It's
Hibbert,
not even-
David
hold on.
West,
Let me just address
George
that
Hill,
real quick, because it's not even about being
Danny
a stand.
Granger.
Hold on. Let me just address that real quick. 'Cause it's
you're
not about
right.
being a
Lance
stand.
Stevenson.
I know more sports than anybody. I could challenge anybody with sports. Period. I know more sports than anybody listening. I don't give a fuck. You could challenge me. Challenge him.
Nigga,
you know
call
what I'm saying?
up.
Like I know more sports than anybody.
Call
I don't
up.
give a fuck. So me liking LeBron ain't no. It's not about being a stand. Y'all go out of your way to discredit somebody. So I'm gonna go out of my way to credit somebody when it's obvious.
That's a fact.
That doesn't make sense. If you're going out of your way to discredit somebody who's obviously one of the best players you've ever seen play basketball, regardless of what the fuck your personal opinion is about him, doesn't make any fucking sense regardless.
Just
Your
tell
personal
us-
opinion. You just mad because he ain't come to New York.
What year was you
Get
born?
tight. Get mad, nigga.
what
Get
year were you
over it.
born?
Get the fuck
What year
over
were
it.
you
He didn't
born?
come to New York. Oh my God. Get
What
over
year
it.
were you born?
Jesus Christ.
It might be
Like,
me.
What
come
year
on,
were you
man.
born?
Like,
What's he talking
I'll
about,
stand
though?
up and take that
What
hit
player?
to the
Come
chest
on, bro. He
and
didn't come to
defend
New York.
What year
Oh,
were you
y'all,
born?
you
They
know
gonna
y'all
ask
shouldn't
me
be
if
mad.
it's the
Hold on.
greatest player
You
I've
shouldn't
ever
be.
seen.
You shouldn't be mad at LeBron James because he didn't come to New York. You should be mad at Stephen A. Smith. He's the one who said it. Shut the fuck up. Let's move on. God damn it.
Nah, he's not the greatest player I ever seen. I would say that's
He's the best player fucking ever.
Magic Johnson.
Okay, so now.
Oh, speaking of Knicks, we can talk about the Knicks. What's the Knicks record right now? They
Oh,
5-3.
shit. They 5-3.
I see a culture shift in the Knicks. You said you didn't see it.
told you
I
wasn't
want to
watching.
know what
I told
you.
you I wasn't watching.
Okay, what are you watching now?
Still not yet.
You still not watching?
Not yet.
You know, you choose not to
I
watch.
still don't believe.
So you're not gonna watch until.
I have to hear more. Still not watching. I don't believe yet.
Well, you've been watching Knicks. You've been
I've been
watching Knicks
listening,
basketball.
though.
I've been watching
listening,
Knicks
man.
basketball.
You've been watching a little bit
Yes,
of Knicks
because
basketball.
yes, it
What do you
gives me
think about
anxiety.
the? What do you think about the good start? They've been playing good.
Can
Listen, I don't want to over jump it because like I'm a Knicks fan all my life, and like when I get excited, oh man, like these guys are doing it, and
hurts
then they
more.
let yes, it really does.
hurts more.
And like I really like, you know what I mean?
Yo, be
Need
easy.
therapy after like they
That's why he don't wanna
effing
watch.
up. So like I'm gonna just let it chill. I'm gonna just keep it. Okay, they doing all right.
Heard you.
You know
That's
what I
it.
mean?
Heard you.
So
right.
we'll see.
Is
That's
this
it.
the-
So I don't want to get my hopes up.
Is this
So
the
can
pulse of every Knicks fan right
Can
now?
I say
Yeah,
something right
man.
now though?
Yes. Yes.
Knicks fans,
Yes.
y'all about to lose tonight.
All
Right
Who
now,
they
to
playing?
the Thunder.
They playing for the Thunder.
They're not gonna lose.
Y'all down by 10, and it's only a minute left.
in the
Four.
game. Listen, it doesn't matter. I mean, listen, they're gonna lose games. It's not like they're not gonna lose.
No, yeah,
I
yeah.
just
The
think
point
I,
is we're making it to the
my
playoffs.
thing.
Of course.
We're going to the
Three
playoffs.
threes, throwing shots over his shoulder.
JB, don't let me jab you. Falcon punch. Remember, they're going to they're going to the playoffs.
Okay,
Come on.
yeah.
You know it. They're going to the playoffs.
All right, so here's a better question: Who they beating out for what
They're
seed?
gonna beat the Nets. They-
All right,
Because
see,
Tyrese-
this is why I gotta
Tyrese
cut
crazy.
you off.
Talk with the hope,
OB.
bro.
This is
Talk
what
with
I-
that Nick Hope.
This is why I
Talk
gotta
with that
cut
Nick
you off.
Hope.
I don't care.
Listen, let me
OB.
just. All right, that's a cool fantasy though, but let me
Let it
just keep
go,
it. Let me
bro.
just keep it funky. I think I'm not gonna lie. I see there is a culture shift within the Knicks
sounds
and how
like
they're
there is.
playing.
It
It
sounds
does.
like There's a
Um,
lot of hope out there being built.
they're gonna lose games. I don't expect them to even make
No,
the
yeah.
playoffs this year, but I
That's what I'd
expect them
rather.
to have a better record than they did last year.
Yes.
You gotta see for me, Knicks fans have to stop expecting.
Well, you can't be last place no more. It's completely.
That's what
pointless.
That's what I'm saying.
completely
But that's what I'm saying.
pointless.
That's what I'm saying. So, but the average Knicks fan would be like, well, we're gonna make the playoffs, like him. No, don't do that.
Don't make exactly
do
what
that.
I'm saying.
Don't
These
do
are
that
facts
because
right
it's gonna hurt.
I mean,
It's gonna hurt.
right now,
It's gonna hurt. Listen, just what I'm saying is, have a better record than you did last year. It's baby steps, bro. It's baby
is.
steps because once they see that these dudes play, once the culture shifts, that attracts other players, regardless of what's going on. Like I said before, with ownership,
I'd rather-
it'll attract the players more. You know what I'm saying?
It's not that I want them to purposely lose. You know what I mean? I was just like them for just to be good enough to be in close games with everybody else. And I think that would do enough for their team to have one more player, one more top tier player, possibly in the lottery next year, at least within the top 15, that can make a whole difference.
We traded away
okay.
so
So
many
this
good
what
players.
this is what I'm saying.
No, we're not talking about before, man. We're talking about now, bro.
This,
This
my
season.
thing is like, you can't keep going to the draft.
All right?
Why can't you?
Because you know why?
this is what we're hoping, because
the thing
rookies
is when
are
you,
not saviors.
Boston's built
Well,
quite
no.
nicely from the
Well, I
draft.
disagree.
Wait,
Go
no,
ahead
no,
and
no,
talk.
no.
I'll go ahead. I'll
you can't keep going to the draft
Listening.
because I hear you with Boston. Boston was a little bit strategical because even though they had those picks in the draft, remember
Such
where
a
they
chess
remember
move.
where they was finishing off in the
Such a
East.
chess move.
They were finishing in the
He
second.
finessed it. He
They were-
finessed
they-
it.
they
Danny
were
Ainge
fin-
is-
hate that shit, bro.
Danny Ainge is
They
the
were-
ultimate finesse.
They were finishing at like second in the East, third in the East. I think the lowest maybe fifth in the East.
He finessed them.
You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you can't use Boston as a you know what I'm saying?
In that case,
You
Philly,
can't. You can't because
How Atlanta's starting to look right now.
but Atlanta didn't even go to the draft.
I would say
They
I
built
would
their
say
team
the
with the
Atlanta
draft.
built. I would say Atlanta built their core from the draft, but you have to build
Who's it?
something.
But yeah, cool.
You know what I mean?
But
So
Atlanta
that's what-
didn't really build their team from the draft. I mean,
Got
Collins
you,
might be gone by after this year. Then
They're gonna
who's
resign
before
him.
that?
They're gonna resign
I'm
him.
about to say because he's a big.
They're gonna
piece.
resign him.
Because that's what I'm
You
talking
think?
about.
Yeah, they're gonna resign
Why
him.
I don't know
wouldn't they?
if they make noise.
Why wouldn't
They're
they?
gonna resign.
Listen,
They're resign. They're
yeah.
gonna resign John
Listen,
Collins. Trust me.
If they make listen,
They
if
got
they-
Cam Reddish. They built their
that's
core.
what I'm saying.
That's what I
This
mean.
is
Their
I'm saying.
core, and
so
then you add
have
pieces.
a core. You have Cam Reddish who's coming into play.
Mm-hmm.
You already got Danilo. You already got Capella. You already got Bogdan. No,
Yeah,
you
but-
do. Think from a salary perspective, and think about what Collins is going to demand. He's in the same boat as Jared Allen of the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, but see, you don't.
They,
but-
I don't think they're really long-term contracts.
Right, that's what I'm
think they
saying.
might
Like
be
I
one
don't
of
think
possible.
I don't think I can almost bet I could say 90% sure they're gonna resign.
I feel you.
John
I feel
Collins
you.
on that.
But you don't know what he's going to ask for.
Right, he can't.
And the way he's going off right now,
Then why the hell would they not?
'Cause
Because
he's being
what's
criticized.
his name? The point I can't remember
a
his
lot
name
of
right
reasons
now.
why they wouldn't.
Trey Young, he's gonna need a counterpart.
He is.
And the
But
who better than the power forward?
But a
to
lot of
point guard?
reasons. A lot of reasons why they won't.
Why?
Listen, it's been proven in the NBA where you give certain players too much bread and
Too
then
much
it's just
money.
Like,
Yeah.
Now, do
you
you
like,
agree
hey,
that
I don't
when-
have
Not when they earn
enough.
it, because
I
it
don't have
sound like he's earning it.
No, even players who've earned it, they be like, "Listen, I can't pay. Even though you had a stellar season, I can't pay you because therefore
I just don't.
Do you
I
agree
gotta-
that organizations ruin
I've seen that happen
players,
with Dallas,
especially
Yeah.
young
with
players,
Cowboys
Yeah.
right
like
now.
Trey Young, when they don't surround them with a supporting cast.
yeah, if you could
and
definitely
now
ruin
they get too old, like Chris
a
Paul.
player. Yeah, yeah.
They've
would
always
say
been,
that.
you know.
But I would say I would definitely say organizations.
it's
could-
something-
So
could
Trey
ruin
Young
a
is
player.
something-
right now he's being ruined right now, being in that team.
But I don't think
think
that.
he's being ruined.
I think you guys are looking at it way. I think you guys are looking at it as like
being
not
ruined.
in the same perspective
players
because
a supporting cast.
what you're doing is he's only 3 years in the he's only 3 years in the game.
3
years in the game. He's on his 3rd year in the game. So like those first 2 years, those is his years to grow as an NBA player, as a basketball player. You know what I'm saying? So now you start putting a little bit of pieces around him. Now you got Rajon Rondo. Now you got Clint Capella. Now you put Bogdanovich around. It's not for the purpose of winning a championship this year, but just to make the team a little bit better. Now you attract even bigger free agents next year. Because this kid's
double down on Collins.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's when you double down on Collins, bro. Because you're not.
You creates a space.
Right, dude, there's no way they're not gonna re-sign that dude.
It creates a space for somebody to score very easily.
I'm just saying.
There's no way. I just don't foresee it. But
the contract that he's going to ask for is going to take away from one of those superstars saying, "Listen, I want to join the conglomerate that Tyler Perry got in Atlanta."
Yeah, but
so you told me you think he's gonna ask for the 2+ hundred?
He's not gonna. I don't think. I think you're.
He's gonna ask for that.
I think you're tripping on the numbers that this dude could even ask.
Because
he ain't no fucking like top tier power forward.
But how you gonna tell somebody who played like that on a team? Remember,
right,
but he has to downplay their.
He has a, but he has a.
Charlotte to pay him.
But because he, but he's not even easy. Wait, but he's not even gonna be. But you guys got to look at it this way. Those rookie contracts, you're restricted, so you can't just sign with anybody. They got first crack at what you can do anyway. So they're gonna match whatever you. They're gonna match whatever he
did.
did.
They choose to.
That's
if
true.
They choose
but
to.
they're gonna do it, bro. Y'all niggas is making.
Hear me out.
They're gonna do it, bro.
Like, argument is discussion because he actually just changed my mind today. Just now he changed my mind. So this is a great discussion. Now,
listeners,
we know Michael Jordan. We all know Michael Jordan. Does he like to lose in anything? You think he will see this as an opportunity? Because who else is really gonna pay son a supermax deal that he may ask for? Who else has that type of money?
Bro, we really here talking about John Collins.
Who's willing to gamble?
I'm not wasting my show talking about this, bro. So we can make our point and move on, nigga. I'm not wasting my show talking about John Collins' contract, bro. He's gonna get paid. That's what it is, nigga. We gotta move on to Julius Randle.
We don't know about who though.
We gonna know. No, because nigga, we're not talking about John Collins' fucking contract, nigga.
We moving on.
Are you kidding me? John Collins?
We don't know who he gonna get paid by, but we moving on.
John Collins? We're not talking about John Collins.
I'm just saying, I'm noticing the pattern.
Nah, we not talking
about. You're about
to
lose in the conversation. Or we not about to talk about this.
So what's your? All right, so we can talk about now. We're gonna talk about it because now I'm gonna kill you in the conversation. So go ahead. What's your point about John Collins getting a contract? Go ahead, make your point.
I don't remember the point.
Go ahead. Michael Jordan can't stand losing, so he's gonna sign this kid for $200 and something million. Look at what this kid could even afford on the market before we start talking.
My question.
Go ahead.
Now my question was, who is going to pay him that type of money?
Who's gonna pay him what type of money?
Supermax that he made.
He's not eligible for Supermax. That's what I'm trying to say, bro. You got to look at what we talking about. He's a rookie. He was a rookie. He was on a rookie deal.
Now you're talking about a 6'9", 23-year-old kid. You know what I mean?
I'm talking about the amount that Atlanta probably don't want to pay him for.
The potential.
That's what I'm talking about. Whatever the amount is, I don't know the amount.
Remember, we've seen busts before. We've seen potential players that turned out to be busts. You know, like Greg Oden. You know what I mean? Like players that you expect to be, the next dude.
But my thing is, why are they busts?
Collins.
They are bust because people
y'all wasting my show about John Collins. I'm so bad at y'all.
You went back to this conversation
because y'all don't. You came back. You came back because I know I'm right. That's why I came back.
Let's move on.
You try to say I'm not right.
I
know I'm right.
Let's move on from Collins.
Niggas talk about John Collins making a Supermax. You want to listen? You want me to show you what John Collins is eligible for?
Let's move on.
Because I could go into that. I know my sports.
Hold on.
You want to talk? You want to see what John Collins is eligible for?
No. Last thing about
we can talk about that.
If you're gonna make pointless debates, and my nigga, whatever you want to look at, sure, go right ahead.
Hold on. I'm gonna show you.
Debates.
I'm gonna show you. Hold on.
Who asked for that?
Because you just said he could get the Supermax.
No, I didn't. That's not even my argument, bro.
Did he not just say who's gonna pay the Supermax?
That goes to
he
show
didn't say
you're
that,
not
right?
even listening to me.
He didn't say that?
That goes to show you not even.
We gonna move on because I'm gonna play it back for him. I'm gonna play him back for him, and he gonna be mad because you just said who gonna pay him the Supermax that he asking for, right or wrong?
Bro, that's not my argument.
Okay, so what's your argument?
Even though I said that.
What's your argument?
My argument is for whatever the amount is, that Atlanta may not want to pay him for. There's another team that may want to pay him that.
Okay.
My question is,
Yeah,
what
that's-
other
you can say
team
that.
outside
That
of North
should be easy.
Carolina would fucking give him that type of money, regardless of what the amount was? I don't know what the hell you was
Nobody.
talking about.
Nobody.
All right, then that would have been the answer to the question.
Nobody.
You started wilding.
No, because
You started wilding.
Nigga, I'm
We're
telling
not
you,
wasting the whole show on
this
John
nigga-
Collins.
this
We're going to
nigga-
go back to John Collins.
this
We're not
nigga
wasting the whole
bringing
show
up-
on John Collins. All right, I'm going to show you this.
My
What
man
was you
said,
talking about?
My
It
man
was
said a
you.
supermax. So I'm like,
All
nigga,
right, all right.
supermax.
Whatever,
We talking about a
whatever it
supermax.
was, whatever the point was. My point was, whatever the amount that Atlanta don't want to pay. That's it.
Listen, I just,
You don't wanna
I'm
talk- we move
not
forward.
going to waste my fucking show talking about. I already wasted mad time talking about John
And
Collins.
you the one that kept coming back.
It's
for a
9:53, bro. Yo,
yeah. Move
all
on
the
to
listeners,
Julius.
yo, be
You
easy
still
wasting my
here.
show
We
talking
still
about John
here.
Collins.
We still here.
We about to get out of here. I don't got no more time because be easy wasting my show talking about John Collins and his contract
Love my
that he
nigga, bro.
could have possibly had. John Collins, fuck you if you listening to this show. You just had this nigga wasting my time
Big fact.
on this show. Nah, I love my niggas. We here.
That ass.
Out of bounds. Reflex Radio. We gonna get up out of here. We do have 5 more minutes left. I don't want to get into more topics. We already talked about basically everything I wanted to talk about. I just wanted. Before we go to,
picks.
I did want to bring up. I did want to bring up. Yes, we got to do that, and I did want to bring up Julius Randle's numbers. That's where I was going with this whole thing for you
Yeah.
guys. Maybe talk about John Collins. I don't remember.
Why
Why
we still here?
God damn it!
Drive the car, bro.
Fuck you, John Collins.
Put the car in drive. Hit the gas.
What's Julius Randle's numbers this year? Because he's putting up.
Julius
some-
Randle
some-
is putting up
some numbers.
23 points. He is putting up 12 rebounds and 7 assists
That's not bad.
a game.
He's putting up numbers.
What's the shooting
Is
percentage?
this my New York
He's shooting
Knicks
like
Julius
49%,
Randle?
right?
48.5.
50%, bro.
Can't say nothing
Can't say
bad
nothing
about
about
that,
it.
man.
Can't say nothing about
New
it.
York Knicks Julius Randle?
Yeah,
Yes,
that guy.
sir.
That guy. Okay.
that guy.
That
I thought he was gonna be out of here when they drafted Obi. I thought he was short of out of here.
We're gonna pick some real quick. We're
don't
gonna
know,
pick
man.
some.
They should have drafted Obi.
We're gonna pick some NBA
I'm
games.
so happy with the pick of Obi.
We're gonna choose from the.
Got a
Let's
great
see what
name.
slate we're gonna choose from. We're gonna choose from tomorrow games.
He got a great.
Denver Nuggets 76ers 3:00 tomorrow. Who you got?
Repeat that one back.
Denver Nuggets 76ers.
Denver.
Denver. Who you got?
Denver. I
Denver?
got Denver.
You got Denver. Who you got, bro?
I got the Nuggets.
You got the Nuggets. I got the Sixers.
Damn, nigga.
You just
They
got
are
to be
8-2,
different.
7-2.
Yeah, well,
Heat Wizards. Who you got?
Heat.
Who you taking, bro?
I'm taking the Heat.
Miami. I got Miami.
Miami.
Pacers Suns.
Suns.
Who you got?
Yes, Suns.
Pacers?
Yeah, I don't even blame you. I don't even blame
Who
you.
you
The
got?
Phoenix Suns.
I got the Suns.
Devin Booker.
I'll take the
Nah,
Suns.
Pacers,
Yeah, I'm
Pacers looking
thinking
different
so.
right
Pacers
now.
looking different though. Hawks and
not that
Hornets.
different.
Hawks.
And you love John Collins, so you definitely gonna take
Cut
the
it
Hawks.
down.
When you say Hawks,
Who you got? Hawks. Yo. Hawks and Hornets.
Oh
you got?
shit! I got the Hornets.
Who you got, bro?
I would say because the Atlanta
Baller
Hawks are
brand.
beefing right now, I'll go with the Hornets.
Baller brand.
I got the Hornets. Spurs, Timberwolves.
Spurs.
Spurs, we got Spurs.
Not for nothing. Spurs don't look. Yo,
Spurs,
coaching.
they
Great
beat
coaching.
they beat the Lakers. I'm tight. Spurs, I got the Spurs though.
Oh shit.
Always Spurs. Always Spurs.
Cavs and Bucks.
Bucks.
I'm taking the
I'm
Bucks.
going to
My
Cavs.
name is
You on the
Bucks.
Cavs?
Yeah.
I'm taking the Bucks.
Drummond
Not
and
the Bucks.
Sexton. Pause.
Magic Mavericks.
Mavs.
Mavs.
Yeah, the Mavs.
Mavs, I got Mavs.
Mavs.
White boy hot tub.
And last game of the night, Trailblazers and the Kings.
Trailblazers.
Trailblazers?
Trailblazers.
Yeah, Portland.
I got
De'Aaron
Portland.
Fox though.
He balling though. He's hooping.
Nah, he is hooping, but I don't know if that's enough for Dame time.
He shouldn't be.
I don't know if that's
You're
enough.
right. You're right about that. Listen, we appreciate I appreciate everybody listening.
Yes,
I'd like
sir.
to thank you to my boy Obi for joining us today.
Yes, sir.
Be easy in the building. Haas in the building. Great to chop it up with these fellas. I'm gonna leave on this note.
Steelers win or lose, I still love you, baby.
I'm gonna leave on this note. Man, just be better this year, man. Whatever y'all gonna do at the end of this, after this is all over, man. We in a weird time in our lives, man. Just
be better than you was yesterday.
And this is my message for anybody that and I know early in the show I said all Trump supporters suck my dick, and I meant it. But this is
That's on Capital.
But I'm also gonna say this.
New meaning to that word now?
Just be a human in 2021. That's it. We can't ask for anything more. Just be a human. All right.